All right, so today we are using Claude Code in order to build a couple of bots out. I think it's pretty amazing that we have AI that can code anything for us. I do teach you guys about my RBI process, which starts with research, then goes into backtesting, and then implementing. I want to test out this idea here that I had this weekend, and I'm going to try to backtest it first, and then I'll go ahead and build it into a bot. So first things first, I need to go find that one page here, trading bots. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and see how we can work with this API key first.
I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody. Right. Nothing without discipline. Because you give up in the slightest struggle without discipline. 100%. I mean, discipline is doing what you hate to do,
but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote. And if you can do that, you can be successful in anything. You normally are.
Look at the hyperliquid liquidation section here, and I want to test out a theory here that essentially is looking at I want you to look at hype liquidations, HYPE. So that's simple. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to, when a liquidation is close, I'm not going to backtest this. I'm not going to, because it's a very, very tricky backtest to do. But let me go ahead and show you what I should be doing here. I mean, I'm very deep into this game, so I understand how these systems work. I've backtested a ton here. But let me go ahead and show you this first, because I know I'm not doing the exact right way today. That's because I have a ton of backtests with these ideas already, liquidations. Anyways, the process of automating your trading starts with the research of trade strategies. Then you backtest those strategies, see if they actually work in the past. So I'm always researching. You know, I have a list of ideas here, and I just go ahead and backtest them or build them into bots. If I do build into bots without backtesting, I always use small size. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. First things first, how do I do this? Well, I need to get over to my cross-exchange ARB. Cross-exchange ARB. Okay, let's go ahead and say T for T-Flow and then C for Claude. Okay, let's get it. So I'm using Claude here. I'm using Claude here. I'm using Claude everywhere, dude. If you're not using Claude Code, you're cooked. Okay, let's get it. So what I want to do here is I want to build a new bot. Let's go ahead and see if I can find the cross-exchange ARB folder. Let's go to GitHub here. Okay, cross-exchange arbitrage, cross-exchange ARB. And I will answer all questions here at the end. So do lock in if you do want to ask any questions or anything. Just it's a busy Monday. So let's get it. Okay, easy.py. Okay, that's fine. Jan, extended OFI. Oh, Lake Market Maker. Okay. So I've got this code here. Oh, snap. And I can't have the ops see it. So let me go ahead and make sure the ops can't see. If you're on the outside, you do have a chance to get in here. You get the API key, you get all that good stuff that everybody already has. All right, perfect. So they can't see anymore. Copy path. Okay, let's go here. Can you go ahead and explain this idea here behind this bot? I'm going to build a new one here today. So what I'm going to need here is I'm going to need to see everybody's positions. Okay. Let's read what this does. So the core strategy is hunting whale liquidations. The bot identifies large whales, 1M plus, that are close to being liquidated, then trades towards that liquidation price to help trigger it. And finally, it flips to profit after the aftermath. Find the whale, fetches whale positions from the Moondev API, looks at the top 5 positions closest to liquidation, picks the biggest whale among those minimum 1 million size, tracks whether it's long or short position and its liquidation price. Phase 2, market make towards the liquidation. Okay, if hunting a long whale, it will liquidate when the price drops. Okay, I see what it's doing. Yeah, this is a cool little idea. Okay, so I want to expand on this idea and almost do the inverse. Okay, so I want to make a new one. I'm gonna call this hypelic.py, and this is gonna be a new bot. essentially it's going to look at those liquidations, the same thing, but we're only going to look at the hype liquidations. Okay. So go ahead and build something out here. And essentially, if we're getting close to short liquidations, we want to place our orders above those prices at the first liquidation and then 2 other orders. So it's almost going to be like a grid bot, right? So imagine that we're closer to the big short liquidations. So that means the price is going up. Okay. So what we're going to bet on here is like at their liquidation point is order number 1 with 1/3 size, and then 2/3 size, another 1/3 a little bit higher, and then another 1/3 a little bit higher. So you can imagine it's like a grid, right? So if we're close to the short liquidations, that means that we're going to be taking a short, but we're going to grid it when they get liquidated. So boom, boom, boom. And then the same thing with the long liquidations. Okay. So if we're closer to the long liquidations for hype specifically, so whatever symbol we pass in, we might change it to BTC, we might change it to whatever. I don't care. Essentially, you're going to go ahead and see, oh, we're closer to long liquidations, meaning the price is down. Okay, let's go ahead and take over those liquidations, but as a ladder, you know? So, okay, this is the liquidations at $21. We'll buy at $21, but we'll also buy at 20.5 and 20.2. And you kind of just average in. You see what I'm saying? That's the strategy here. And then we'll just have a fixed stop loss, take profit. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions here about this strategy, because it's very simple. You do have to use that MoonDev API that you do have access to already because you just confirmed it above. But let me know if you have any questions, and then we'll go ahead and build it. All right, thank you. Let's get it. And the thing is, dude, I believe you could do this too, because remember, I was a 7th grade holdback. So anything I could do, you can absolutely do. If you think you can't automate your trading, you are capping to yourself. Anybody can remove emotions out of trading. We have AI now. Anybody can do this. I'm chasing Jim Simons, and I'm not supposed to be here. I didn't know how to code for 10 plus years. I built stuff for 10 plus years. But today I'll show you everything, exactly how to actually build a bot. Yes, I already showed you the research and the backtesting. I have a video yesterday or the day before about how to research and backtest. You can watch that for deeper analysis. This is Monday Fun Day. I got to step on the gas day. Let's get it. Let's get it. Stick around and I'll show you everything. At the end of this, I will answer all of your questions you have. I've got a lot of stuff I got to build here with Claude today, and you're going to be the beneficiary of all of it because you get to see everything, gang. Let's get it. I believe in you. You can do anything I can do, but you can do it better, dude, because you don't have to speak through it. All the other guys, Wall Street, they don't want you to know this stuff. So let's get it. A few quick clarifying questions before I build this. Which exchange are you going to trade on? Build it in the Jan folder. This will be on extended exchange. Let's have the grid spacing be a variable at top, 0.5% to start. Stop loss, take profit at 10%, 10%. Another variable set up at the top, both of them. Position sizing should be based off the margin, and we should have leverage on there too. We'll start with 10x leverage. 10x leverage and position sizing of whatever we're doing on the other one. Fixed USD amount, yes. Current price to liquidation determines which are we closer to, and whatever we're closer to is the trade we'll put on. Well, actually, no. What we'll do is we'll put grid orders on both, right? So that way we're just kind of sitting at the orders are at the liquidation. So we will have shorts on and we'll have longs on, just sitting there. And then whichever one fills, we can just close it. But we're just going to be playing in between the liquidations. We'll have a minimum liquidation size to be closest to. So for now, we'll say 100K. If you see a liquidation 100K, which one are we closer to? That will determine our way. But remember, we're going to be putting orders on both sides anyways. 100K will be our size of liquidations we're looking for. Yeah, throw all your ideas and questions in the chat. And at the end of this, I will go ahead and answer everything, because if you're here, you found yourself here, you found me somehow, and it's a special place, dude. It's a special place. So everything, you'll get the recording. Did we get the recording started? Yes, we did. So I'll answer everything here at the end, dude. Answer every single question you have, because I believe in you, dude. Wall Street doesn't believe in you. Wall Street doesn't believe in you, but Moon believes in you, dude. If you ever feel like you've been hunted before, you have been. We can see your positions. Everybody can see every single position you have. So if you've been suspicious about that, you are correct, bro. You are correct. At the end of the day, I can show you literally every single step in order to automate. You're literally watching me build a trading bot today as somebody who is not qualified. Not qualified. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if I can get this built here within time. And I think it's going to be fire. I think it's going to be fire. And then I'll test it out by myself and I'll report back. Report back. I will report back, sir. I will report back. But it's a much better approach to trading because essentially I'm spending all of my time here, you can see, with Claude Code, opposed to just staring at these charts, trying to figure out if they're going to go up or down. See, that's not a good use of time. And we're ambitious people, right? But as ambitious people, that's actually not very good for trading. Okay, let's see here.
You ain't gonna die for it. Take this. I want some colors to turn your home.
Okay, so built it, Moondev. So here's Hyperlick. Okay, use BTC.py or BTC USD. Okay, leverage 10, position size, number of orders 3. Okay, take profit 10. Okay, stop loss 10. Okay, minimum liquidation size. Okay, fetches hyperliquid whale data from Moondev API, finds closest to liquidation. So I actually want this to trade on Hype, HYPE, and that is a symbol on extended exchange. And I wanted to only look at liquidations on Hype. So when you pull the Moondev API, we got to make sure to print this out very clearly so I could debug it here at the start. And they need to be looking specifically at that symbol from the liquidation stack, right? The people's positions that we call from from the Moondev API. We need to be looking only at the HYPE symbol because that is who we're trading between. Okay, so it's just iteration, and that's the one thing. Like I spent 10 years in tech, dude, being scared to learn how to code because it's just like it was hard. It was hard to learn how to code, but once I had to automate my trading, I knew I had to learn how to code because it's going to be an iterative process. Just like that iteration you saw me do, that send back. Imagine you going to Upwork and hiring somebody from China or India to do that. Like you have to wait 12 hours for them to get back online and just to make that one change. It just doesn't work. But I'm here to let you know that you, as a regular person, you can learn how to code. It's in English, and you really don't even need that much code anymore. So from here on, please go change your Twitter description to you are a quant now, because from here on out, you're not going to stare at these charts and try to predict price. We're going to see what works in the past. And if it works in the past, okay, then build systems with small size. Instead of trying to blow your whole bag here on one system that runs forever, small size on multiple systems and try to build uncorrelated systems that work together. And that's kind of the sauce, dude. A lot of people think there's like a holy grail trading bot, but that's not the way. That's not the way. You want multiple bots that can run and make money in different environments. So you already have the right vehicle here. Trading is good, but it's just like we're too emotional for it. So why not use that time instead of staring these charts? Use that time to test ideas. Test ideas. And dude, think about it. I don't know about you, but I get embarrassed with people. People, they used to ask me what I did. I was like, I'm a trader. I'm a trader, dude. They just look at me like, you're a gambler, okay? But now we're quants, dude. Now we're quants. You get looked at a lot different. Oh man, what kind of bots can I run? Oh man. All of a sudden you go from hyper gambler to, oh, this guy is educated now. Let's get it. That will change your life, dude. Done, Moondive. Here's what I built. Okay, so we got hype now. We got symbol filter. Okay, debug. Prints on startups. Okay, now fetches hype price from extended order book instead of Binance. Since Binance doesn't have hype futures. Sure does. It sure does. All prices now shown for decimals. Okay. I'm ready to run it. I'm ready to run it. Let's see that it makes sense, though. Okay, this is Hyperlick. I don't know why it's named that like that, but Whatever. Whatever, gang. Let's get it. Let's call it hyperlick. 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 Okay. Copy path. I need to get all of my terminals up real quick. Uh-oh. We're cooked, bro. Stream is about to go down. Shit. We good? We still live? I think we're good. I think we're still live. I think we're still live. Okay. Just a lot of heavy things going on my computer here. Okay, that's fine. So let's say CD up in there. Okay. Okay, so we already built a bot, and you can see that, like, regular dude here, there's no reason you can't do the same thing. It's just about changing where your input is. That's all. Right now, you might be putting your input into staring at the charts, and that's not it, bro. It's not it. Okay, so you can see we got a little bit of error. Unauthorized URL. So let's go ahead and fix this. Okay. So let's say copy here. And this is the iteration that it makes it impossible to not do this by yourself. You have to be able to do this by yourself. You have to be able to. You have to. That's the only way. Because you have to iterate. You have to iterate, iterate, iterate. So while it might be a little challenging to get started and learn how to code, I literally show you step by step how to do all of this. It's just, do you have the time to do it? Do you have a couple hours a day? Can you go ahead and fix this bug, please? But first, I want to go ahead and see if I can go ahead and get an example here for her. Because that would be much easier. Okay, yes, I can. So I'm going to go over here, use my Claude code, say code.boom. Okay, liquidations, positions, copy path. It's really about just like having ideas, the research. Okay, you can see here's the example of how to get the positions, but we got this error here, so go ahead and fix it up. Thanks, guys. It's wrong one, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Wrong one. Lock in, lock in. I'll answer all questions at the end. Let's get it. Shit, bro. All right, so I might have put some random things. I put the docs in there as well, but anyways, you can look at the positions PY here. I added here for you because we do have this bug, and I think you can fix it based off this. Let me know if there's anything that I need to change on the server. I don't think so, though. So you can see how this is just iteration, iteration, iteration. I bought a course when I was 22 years old that taught me how to build iPhone apps, and I spent $2,000 I did not have on that course because this guy knew how to build apps without having to code. So that's where I started in broke college kid is I learned how to build apps without having to code. So I had this bias my whole life, like, oh, fuck that. I don't need to learn how to code. I can just hire people off Upwork. And I was right. I ran it up. But once I got to the point where I'm emotionally trading and I need to remove my emotions, yeah, there's no way you can do this by just hiring developers. So I believe you can learn this because I did. I just had to lock in for a little bit. What's not working for you right now is staring at these charts, trading by hand. You're too emotional, and we both know that. You're not at the computer enough. We both know that. Cars are driving themselves, and we both know that, but we're still trading by hand. That's crazy. So, I want to keep showing you guys every resource I can while the AI is working. Here's one really good resource on how to find new strategies. Because remember, research and then backtest and then implement. So check out this book list. Again, you have the roadmap if you are in the Zoom. I already put it in the description. But if you want to screenshot this book list, it's a pretty good way to find new ideas, especially this Chat with Traders podcast and this Market Wizards series of books. So you come up with these ideas and then you come over here and you build, lock in each day and just build, 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 baby. Build, baby, build. Import path now uses the correct one. API method. Okay. Better debug output. Okay, let's get it. See, the thing is if you hire somebody to do this, each iteration you see me do, just like another one here, each iteration is going to be a day of time, because it's like, okay, if they're live on your Discord at that time, maybe it'll be faster, but probably not. You have to do this yourself. You can see there's still a bug, but it's super easy work. That's the thing. It's like I'm just talking to AI. And speaking of that, a lot of people ask me about how do I talk to the AI, and it's called Whisper Flow. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. It's just how I talk to my AI. And I'm using Claude Code. A lot of people ask me like, "Hey, what AI do you use?" It's Claude Code, dude, always. Let me go ahead and also see here. Run it again. Try loading the EMV and Hyperliquid data. Try print a clear error if moondive key is missing. Unauthorized. Maybe it's my side. Let me go ahead and see if my key's broken or something. It's usually what it is. It's usually a me thing. Oh yeah, that's my bad. My key is off. So let me go ahead and fix my key.
To in a business like this, just keep making things better, keep improving the system. Because other parts of it are gonna wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business, you just have to make things better and better and better, because that's what everyone else is trying.
That was Jim Simons. That is the man I'm chasing. He ran up a net worth of $31 billion off of exactly what you're watching here today. So welcome to the new game. You are a quant now. Let's get it. Okay, so I did have the wrong key there. So I just updated it, but I still get this error. This is the game, dude. So I just showed you a couple places you can get good ideas. That Market Wizards books. You could also go to Google Scholar, dude. Google Scholar has a ton of different ideas there. And then here's a couple quick tips here on actually I showed you guys that yesterday or 2 days ago. The API key prints, but it's not showing in your output. Okay, I don't want you to show my key on screen, bro. Let's send them to an ad. Get the public out of here, dude. Public ain't locked. Public ain't locked like we locked. The public ain't locked like we locked, bro. Let's get it. Okay, run it again. The bot will now check the API immediately if it's found or not. Let's go ahead and make sure to not show my API key for this one. So let me just run it back. Unauthorized. Your API key may be invalid or expired. What the hell? Let me go ahead and try that API key I just sent you guys. So I've got my own API key. Oh, I see what's going on. Ah, okay. Yeah, so where is the API key coming from? I think that's the error here, because I keep running it back and it's not updating my API key. It looks like it's not pulling from my actual EMV, or it might be, but yeah, where's it coming from? Because I'm in my API keys right now, cross exchange, okay, .env, okay. Good question. Let me check the ENV files. Yeah, come on, bro. Lock in. She's razzling and dazzling. I'm trying to step on the gas, but you razzling and dazzling, dude. We got people here trying to step on the gas too. So we're building out that bot today. I'm trying to show you everything when it comes to building with Claude, because nobody else is going to show you this. Wall Street's not going to show you this. That's for sure. That's for sure. So fuck them. Let's step on the gas. We can do it all. Okay, so API key is going from the cross exchange arbitrage. Huh. This is very weird. 7E. Cross exchange arbitrage. Ah, I printed the API key twice in the, there we go. Got it. I would show you, but I can't show you that stuff. So I essentially had my API variable name, API key, printed twice in the ENV. And when you do something like that, that smokes you. We back. Okay, so we back. We figured it out. Essentially, I had the API key printed twice, so the second print essentially overrides the first print, and the first print had the right key, and the second print has the wrong key. So we fixed that now. Make sure that it's not showing anything in the actual printout with my keys or anything. I am on stream, so we don't want to show my keys, but we fixed the problem, and now we can move on. So these iterations, see, do you get it, dude? Like, okay, I came from a world where I hired developers. I spent $2,000 on a course, and then I spent $15,000 on hiring a developer to build a game for me. And actually, it's kind of funny because I was playing basketball at the time at a collegiate level, and I was telling all my teammates, like, bro, I'm building a game instead of doing my senior project. I finessed that somehow. I got them to say, instead of your senior project, you could build a game. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's get it. And it was like 6 months of anticipation. My teammates were just so pumped for me. They were excited. They're like, oh, this was Temple run times. And I had bought that course for 2000, and then I spent $15,000. I didn't have credit cards because I knew I was going to run it up. I'm not scared of spending money on knowledge. I'm not scared of spending money on building things. I spent 17K in total. Did not have, broke. And my teammates were juiced for me. They're excited. Oh, he's building a game. It's going to be sick. And I was hyping it up. Long story short, I dropped the game and my teammates were like, this shit's trash. And so was the market. The game failed. 17K in debt. But I learned a skill. And I actually put it into place. I learned how to build without having to hire developers. And that's why I'm so passionate about code being the great equalizer, dude, because I understood. I went ahead and got myself out of that 17K hole when I was a kid, dude. 2K on the course, 15K on the first app. My teammates said it was trash. The market said it was trash, but it led me down a business model that I knew everything about because I went ahead and learned it from the course. And then I went ahead and executed with my own money, down 17K, but I ran it up. I made a couple M's over time, not even knowing how to code. But that gave me the experience of working with hundreds of developers. I built 1,000 apps over my decade in the App Store. Hundreds of developers. I know the ins and outs of working with developers as a non-coder. But when you have to automate your trading, you got to iterate. You see me going through multiple iterations right here. That's like a day, a K, 2K, 3K. It's just impossible to compete on this level with Jim Simons, who ran up a net worth of $31 billion if you're going to hire people to do this. So you have to do it yourself. But the good news for you, dude, and I didn't have this when I got started. We got AI. We got Claude Code. So that's why I'm so passionate about showing you guys this stuff. I believe code is a great equalizer because now I don't have to hire developers. I can iterate on anything for the rest of my life. So sick. Okay, so let's go ahead and look through what this is outputting here. Okay, so we can see here we use the API key, the correct one. Okay, so we got the hyperlick, hype liquidation grid bot. Okay, account 2, yes. Okay, position, liquidation filter, hype. Okay, debug. There's a ton of positions. These are close to liquidation here. Hype data from the API. Okay, you can see the value here. Long liquidations here. Value 10. These might be inverted. No, no, they're not. Short liquidations. I mean, what's the difference here? I'm looking at BTC hype. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So I was just looking at the quant app to see the difference here, and I can see, okay, they're the same. I just had to filter them. Perfect. So in this case, what would I be doing? Well, I guess I'd be placing orders here, here, and here. Okay, but this is interesting. This is interesting because also need to look into that in a little bit. But this is interesting because I think that let me explain it to her. All right, so you can see the data here. I'll print it below. Now, I need to work with you to figure this out. How should we do this? So the theory is if all of these, if there's liquidations really close together, like this example, it's 5.35%, 5.48%, 5.55%, 5.6%, 5.7%. All of those are very close to each other. While if you look at the short liquidations, it's like one is 5.34% away and the next one is 9.61% away. How can we approach this in a way where it's like, okay, these ones are all the longs are really close together, right? So since they're so close together, there's probably going to be a cascade, and the one bar will take all of those guys out. So I don't necessarily want to buy the first one, right? But if it's a short liquidation, there's a big wide gap between the 5.4%, 5.34% away, and the 9.6% away.
Yeah. So, I have done like 70 starting from right. So now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors, your peers, just grows larger, 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 larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch them.
So I don't want to buy or short too early. What ways do you think we could approach that? So I hope you understand what I'm saying, but if you don't, come on, let's go. Let's go, bro. It's wartime, baby. I'm trying to show you everything, but I'm running. I'm sprinting to the moon because this is our one shot, dude. We got a couple years left. If you're not locked in with AI right now, I don't know what you're doing, dude. Go find somebody that knows what they're doing with AI and go learn from them quick, please, please, please. Because everything I've ever had success with in my life, I've just bought somebody else's knowledge. How you think I learned all this stuff, dude? I bought 20 courses. And none of them were about algo trading, but most of them were about Python, machine learning, things like that. Okay, great question, Moondev. I see the pattern here. Yes. Longs cluster 5.35, 5.48, 5.55, 5.6, 5.71, all within 0.4 of each other. Okay. Cascade risk. Yes. Short spread out. Okay. 5.34. Yes. Here are a few approaches we could take. Approach 1. Gap-based entry. Only trade the side where there's a big gap after the first liquidation. Okay. Min gap percentage. Only trade if the gap is 2% cluster. Cluster endpoint trading. Find where the cluster ends and place the orders there instead of the first liquidation. Okay. Approach 3, liquidation density score. Count how much value is clustered within the 2% distance, high density skip, low density trade. Approach 1, gap. I actually don't like approach 1. I prefer approach 2, where we look at the cluster endpoint and dang, that's tricky though, because that's a big old cluster, huh? Yeah, let's look at a way that we can get exposure long and short. So I like approach 2 because it still allows us to trade on both sides, opposed to only taking approach 1. You see what I'm saying? So let's kind of think in a way where we say we want to have longs and shorts. You know, I pretty much want to be a market maker here. I want to be trading in and out based off the liquidations. This data makes it a little tricky though, because that cluster looks pretty big from 5.35 all the way to 5.77. So let's think about this a little bit more. And this is what it takes, dude. Just iterating. You already know that trading is the way. You just know that, hey, emotions are not the way. So why would we have robots driving for us and us still trade by hand? I don't know, dude. I think this changes everything forever. I think Claude Code literally makes anybody, any trader, a quant. So go change your motherfucking title. Don't ever tell anybody you're a trader again. Just say you're a quant, because you are a quant now. Because you're here with me and you're learning things right now. I don't care where you are in the journey. Don't fucking listen to any of those big head quants out there that say you can't do this, dude. You could do anything. You could do anything. I've told you about homeboy I met. He was trading $1 billion a day. He was smoking a joint on the couch when I walked in, dude. He had the air conditioning on and the windows open. I knew he wasn't capping because he had big old plays, bro. Big old plays. Shit. He actually had 2 houses. He had 2 houses, dude. Jeez, dude. We could do anything. You're right, Mudav. Let me think about this with you. Looking at the data more carefully, you can see 1.2 M whale here. Yes. It's all a cluster, no clear breakpoint. But here's what I'm noticing. Ideas for market making both sides. Idea 1, value weighted endpoint. Instead of looking for a gap, find where significant value has been liquidated. The 1.2 million whale at 5.77 is the anchor. Once that gets hit, the cascade likely exhausts. Okay. Okay. I like that one. So, okay, I think I got something. Define cluster as everything within X% of current price, say 6%, our max cluster range. So longs current is 22.4. So current endpoint equals position beyond 6% away. This naturally finds where most of the damage is done. Idea 3, biggest whale buffer. Find the biggest whale in the cluster and place orders just beyond them. So combine 1 and 3 here. So find the biggest whale within the 3 to 4% range of liquidations. Place your grid orders just beyond that whale. This way you catch the bounce after the big cascade, not during it. For your current data, long grid, start at $21. Okay. That makes sense. Because that would smash that would smash them long grid. Okay. The shorts are cleaner because it's a bigger gap. Yeah. I actually like this 1+3 one where you're looking at the cluster and it, will start buying around the big liquidation. So for in this example, there's a cluster there that leads to that 1.2 million one. Well, let's start buying at that 1.2 million one right below it. So maybe like 21.05. Like, how do we quantify that so it's the same every time is the question. But we would start buying there the 3 orders, right? So we'd have the 3 orders always sitting there, really. Like when this bot is running, it should always have the long and short orders on like a grid. Like you'll be able to see it on the order books, right? Because you'll have the short orders up there and the long orders down here. But I think 1 and 3 is the way. So let's build that. Okay, this is a little fire. I'm excited about this. I was thinking about this idea this weekend, and that's what it comes down to. Remember, you have the roadmap now, so you understand my actual system that I follow. Now, I can't give you a plug and play like, hey, run this bot, because that's fugazi. There's something called alpha decay. If I told everybody the exact bots I'm running, they will all go to 0. So the process I can actually teach you here is the process of automating your trading. It's the RBI system. This comes down to researching, backtesting, and then implementing. You've seen me do a ton of liquidation backtests here on this channel. So I've got a pretty deep bag of backtests. This research came from just an idea I had this weekend. Okay, so I wrote in my iPhone notes, and then I lock in on Monday morning. Let's get it. And now I'm building a bot. I'm implementing into a bot with tiny size. And this is a key. These are obviously keys to save you from doing what I did. I learned how to code, and then I built a bot based on an idea I didn't even know that worked in the past. And it lost money. I thought just because I can build a bot, it's going to make me money. And that's honestly what a lot of people feel. They're like, oh, I know how to code now. I can build bots. I can make a bunch of money. Like, but no, dude, if it's a bad strategy, it's a bad strategy. You can lose money with bots, like automatically, right? If you're trading a bad strategy by hand or a bot, it's going to 0. So they've got to be good strategies. You got to do your research. You got to put the time in to come up with ideas. and see if they actually work in the past. If they actually work in the past, they're much more likely to work in the future, right? So here is how you backtest. A lot of people talk about all types of backtesting. You might want to write this down. Backtesting.py is my favorite. There's Vector BT. There's Backtrader. There's Zipline. There's a ton of different backtesting engines. Backtesting.py. Write that down and screenshot this code. Screenshot this code. I mean, if you're in the Zoom, you already have access to it, but this is under the backtesting part because this is a template that was super hard for me to build. There's things that's quirky here. And if I'm able to just hop on this stream and give you everything while AI is dropping the actual projects I have, that's a win-win, right? Because now I'm still getting my things done, but while I'm waiting for AI, I can teach you this stuff. So make sure to screenshot this and use this as a template for backtesting. You can literally take this and say, hey, let's go over here and let's backtest this. Paste it into Claude and say, hey, here's a backtest template. Okay, but she's done, so I got to lock in. Okay, so summary, biggest whale plus buffer strategy, cluster range percent. Look for big whales within a 10% current price. Buffer is 0.2. Place the order at 0.2 beyond the whale. Grid spacing is 0.5. Okay, 3 orders. Okay, with your example, big long whale, 1.2 M. Okay, 5.77 away. Grid, 21.5, 20.94. And then short whale. Okay, this looks good. Find the biggest whale by value within 10% of each side. Places orders just below them for long liquidations and right above them for short liquidations. Run it. Okay, let's see how it do. I think we're getting close to actually shipping this pretty quickly, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's get it. Okay, let's see if I can get to that account too. Okay.
I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right? There's 2 things. You're getting off first.
I'm gonna die.
It's really that simple.
It's really that simple, dude. Lock in. If you really want to be a trader, stop fucking calling yourself a trader. You are a quant now. You are a quant. I don't care what the other quants have to say about that, dude. You are a quant. I have blessed you with that. I'm only 5 years deep and I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started, dude. Jim Simons ran up a net worth of $31 billion. Why can't we do the same thing? I don't personally need 31 Bs though, B. I don't need 31. So if you want to ride with me, I'll show you everything every day. Let's get it. You already know how to backtest. You know backtesting.py is here. Don't use TradingView. If you're using TradingView, look up repainting. See how bad repainting is on TradingView. Don't use TradingView to backtest. The only thing you're permitted to use TradingView for is going to the indicators here and grabbing the code for whatever indicator you have. This is GOAT by TradingView because you can take this idea here, this indicator that somebody spent a lot of time on, you can take it and then throw it into one of your backtests. Take this, and then also what I just gave you here, this template, and then boom, you can make any backtest based off of TradingView indicators. Don't use TradingView for backtesting, but use it for taking their indicators. That's some gold, dude. This is gold. I'm dropping gold throughout because I believe code is a great equalizer, and you just need the right nudge. You need to know the things I know. I've been here for 5 years. I'm not the best in the world, but if I'm 5 years ahead of you, I can show you some tings. I can show you some tings. Okay, so cluster range, this looks good. Let's go ahead and run it back. Okay, so let's see here. Waiting for price data. Yeah, we're getting some errors here, gang. So let's look at how we were getting priced with Binance because that was actually better. It looks like there's errors here, and they do have hype perps on Binance. So iterate. You can literally remove all of your motions from trading, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be automatically profitable. That's why I have the RBI system, research, backtest, and then implement. Because just because you know how to build a bot doesn't make you profitable, dude. Just be careful. Make sure you research and you backtest. Make sure that things actually work in the past. If they work in the past, let's get it. Build a bot with small size. Small size, small size, small size. I get this error. I get this error probably because of the yeah, it says precision. But see, every single time I go back with AI, that's so much cost. That's so much cost, dude. If you're trying to hire off Upwork, you can't do this. You can't. You have to do it yourself. But don't worry, we have AI to do it. So you can look at AI as your developer, right? Even if you don't know how to code. I promise you, bro. If you have good ideas and you have ambition, which I know you do because you're here. I don't know how the hell you got here, bro. I literally don't know how the hell you got here, but you found me some way. I don't run ads, none of that. Come on, lock in. Everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. Okay, you can see here. Are we getting these orders in or not? No, 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 no. Oh, I don't have enough margin. Okay, I got to change this. I got to change this. I got to change this. Okay, so let's go ahead here and say, you can see I'm getting some errors. Let's change the size to $10 per order. Actually, no, let's put it $20 per order. Okay, so I just don't have enough margin. I have $100 in this testing account. Why? Because there's literally no reason. And this is a hard concept because you get excited. You want to build a bot and you want to put full size in it. Don't do that. I did that. I lost money. Okay. From my losses, those are your gains. And that's the whole point of me doing this live. I've been here for 5 years, bro. 5 years showing you absolutely everything every single day because I believe code is a great equalizer. If I find something that works for me, I show you. This is the best system in the world to follow if you want to be an automated trader. Why? Because it prevents you from building a bot right away. And the thing is you learn how to code, you're going to be excited. You're going to be like me. That one time I found winning backtest, I literally stopped eating my eggs and bacon. I ran home. Because I was so excited. I want to build a bot right away. Boom, boom, boom. Thankfully, that was after I learned my lesson and I actually was backtesting. That's a good reason to be excited. I had a backtest that worked. But before that, I went ahead and I learned how to code. I built a bot and I lost money because it wasn't a strategy that worked. But now you have x-ray vision with backtesting and you have all the template code. So I'm trying to give you everything, gang. Let's get it. Okay, done. Changed it. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get these orders in. Should show orders right here. Placing long grid orders. Okay, there we go. We got our longs here and we got our shorts. It's interesting. I thought they would show it on the screen, but maybe not. You see all 6 orders though, so we're Gucci. So I'm essentially sitting. Yo, why don't you show the orders on the screen though? I thought you used to. What happened to you, dude? You can see all 6 orders there though. Okay, so all right, so I see one little quirk here is we don't need to reset the orders if the orders are going to be the same. You know, I think we just canceled the orders on one of the loops and then reset them. But if they're going to be the same price and whatnot, then don't cancel and reorder. You can check in to see if they're set, make sure that they're all set, and if one's missing, go ahead and do that. But we don't need to just keep resetting the orders. You feel me? All right, I'm gonna drop the party favors again because I know there's some new people in here, and I will answer all questions here at the end. But if you are here, you get all of this goodies, all of these goodies. You get all the goodies. You get all the goodies. So I'm gonna put that in the chat right now. And if you have questions, I will answer every single question here at the end. So there's the API key, there's the quant app, etc. Let's get it. So I'm really excited about this bot. So okay, let's see here. Now the bot will only cancel replace orders if first time hasn't placed orders. Whales change. Okay, beautiful. So let's make sure to cancel all these. Okay, Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Let's get it. Okay, sick. I think this is just about done then. I truly believe the only way to trade is automatically because we have emotions, and you know that. You see it every single day. Every single day. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You and me. And it's beautiful. That's what life is. Life is an emotional experience. You want that. But then when you come to trading, you see all these flashing lights, dude. You think they put these flashing lights on here just for fun? No. The flashing lights are correlated to casino lights, slot machines. Because if they speed you up, they make you anxious, they get you scared. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to trade more. And what happens if you trade more? Let's go to the calculator and see. Moondav.com. Let's go to the calculators, and you'll see what happens when you trade more. If you have a $25,000 size with 40x leverage and you trade 5 times per day, you're liquidated just based off of the fees in 31 days. 31 days. This is based off fees, not based off of your emotional trading, not based off of your losses, just off fees. So, of course, they're going to have flashing lights on here. Of course, they want to make you nervous. Because if you're nervous, you're going to exit. You're going to enter. You're going to exit. You're going to enter. And in 31 days, you will die just based off fees because you're using market orders. But if you used a robot that is patient, they'll take less trades, number one. But number two, and more importantly, they're using limit orders. So you're paying a third of the price. People don't know that. They're saying, hey, I want the iPhone right this second. I can't wait 5 seconds. If you wait 5 seconds, you pay 1/3 of the price, $1,000. But if you don't wait 5 seconds, you pay 3x, $3,000. So if you're hand trading right now, you have about 31 days of life left. And if you switch to become a quant, which you are now, you are a quant. Put that in your Twitter, put it in your LinkedIn, put it wherever you are, put it, dude. We pivoted. You're not a hand trader. You're a quant. And boom, extended your life 717 days. Don't you think you are going to be able to find a strategy that works in 717 days? I know so. If you actually step on the gas, but some of you aren't going to step on the gas, B. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so I think these orders are chilling now. So what else do we have to do here? Well, we got to go through my checklist.
I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right? There's 2 things. You're getting off first.
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
It's really that simple.
Okay, I'm using small size for a very specific reason. There's no reason to run bots with bigger size if they don't work in the future. And we don't know if this works in the future. So I'm using small size. That's a hack, bro. It's a hack. Please write that down. Use small size until it actually works in the future. Even though I'm trying to help you here, backtest and research, make sure you do this stuff before moving on. If you use small size, then your risk is way lower. But also, I need to check my checklist and screenshot this as well, because this checklist is something I literally am going to use right now because I got to make sure all of this is implemented. Okay, before I want to put this into production here fully, let's go ahead and make sure that this checklist is all clear here and we've followed everything here. Okay, so first off, we've got our risk controls in the bot, right? So when we run the bot, the first thing we're doing is looking if there's an open position, what's the stop loss take profit and what's our actual P&L right now, right? So that's the first thing. Make sure that's implemented. And then I see we already have the strategy in the bot. Perfect. How are we entering? Well, we're entering with limit orders. I think that's already checked off. So these are just my checklists I'm going through. We want to make sure that if we are putting orders in, that we're only putting orders if we're not in position, right? Before you place the orders, make sure to cancel all the other orders that are open, right? So we're not going to have duplicate orders. We'll only have 3 bids and 3 asks on both sides, right? Make sure that this loops, and if the entire bot fails due to power or something like that, make sure there's a reboot pretty much. So I usually use a try except while loop there. Okay. And then as long as we have everything confirmed in this checklist, I think it's ready to ride. So just let me know and let me know if there's anything that we need to add based off of my checklist. And you might be asking yourself today, like, why am I using extended exchange? It's because exchanges are exchanges. But the thing that I show how to build is is through CCXT. So you're going to be able to build for any exchange. CCXT connects to Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, every exchange. You can scroll through here, type in CCXT exchange markets. There's one piece of code that controls all of these different exchanges. Literally every exchange in the world. So you might be a little overwhelmed, like, oh, it's not going to work for my exchange. Yes, it will. It works for every exchange in the world. And on top of that, I actually, in my GitHub, I have direct connections as well. So direct connections to exchanges are nice to have because you can see I'm over here on extended exchange, and that is a direct connection. But I'll show you how to do all that, so don't worry. And inside of my Moondev trading bots here, I have connections to pretty much, you can have access to interactive brokers that gives you connections to stocks, futures, Forex, all that. If you want to trade that way, hybrid liquid, crypto, extended, that's what I'm on right now. So everything I have, I just try to put it in the GitHub so you can have access to it. Now, of course, there's nothing plug and play, but I'm doing the hard work that allows you to get to the place where you can just RBI all day. Research, backtest, implement. Research, backtest, implement. Let's get it, dude. Try to give you every single resource here while I'm building. Okay, so done. Here's the final checklist here. And this is the checklist from my roadmap. So I actually eat what I produce, dude. I eat what I kill. And that's what the beautiful thing about this industry is, you literally eat what you kill. Okay? Yeah, if you lose money, you got to look at yourself in the mirror, not somebody else. And that's a beautiful thing to me. Okay, so you can see we got the risk control, we got the strat, we got the limit orders. Okay. She says she added the reboot. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and run it back then. Cancel grid orders when position fills. Added. Okay, sick. How are we gonna do that though? So how are we gonna go ahead and measure full fills versus partial fills? Because I see cancel grid when fills, right? But what if only one of the 3 orders fills? We still want the other 2 orders sitting there. So let's think of a way to adjust for that, because we only want to cancel if they all fill. Otherwise, we might be filling the other 2. You see what I'm saying? Okay, thanks, Shorty. Thanks, Shorty. Let's get it. Let's go, dude. Let's go. You got connections to every single exchange. There's no reason that you can't automate your trading here in 2026. Unless you're just scared, bro. If you're scared, okay, that's fine. I was scared too. I was very scared. Very scared to learn how to code, but I don't even know if you need to know how to code now. I'll show you how to set up your environment. I think that's the hardest part. Okay, so done. Now the logic is this: 90% filled, keep remaining grid orders. Okay. Yeah, so how do you determine that? If we're using $20 size on each of the orders, how are you going ahead and determining? Are you saying like, okay, it's 3 orders, so it should be $60 margin size? And if it's not there, then we're assume, or how do you determine that stuff? And I think it is like detrimental to your health, dude. If you're gonna sit here and just stare at the screens all day and try to predict price and stuff, you see from the past that you're not able to do that. So just stop doing it now. Become a quant. Spend your time researching and backtesting, and that will actually compound. The sad thing about trading is you can't just trade harder. You can't just trade more. You'll just lose more. Good question. Let me break it down. Position size 20 total, not per order. Okay. All right, well, let's change the position size then to 60 if it's not per order. And then put a note there so I know that. So each order is 20 divided by 3 is 6.67. Yes. 6 stop. Okay, so I'm comparing your actual position size. Done. Let's get it. Let's run it back. Okay, so it should put 6 new orders in here. 6 new orders, 6 new orders. There we go, 4. There's another one. Anybody can do this, dude. 7th grade dropout pretty much. I didn't drop out though. I kept going because that lady, she was my homeroom teacher. She was like your mother at school, dude. It's your homeroom teacher. I don't know if you heard of that, but your mother at school, she pulled me in one day, said, Moondive, I don't think you're gonna make it around here. I said, what? Make it around here? We're in 7th grade. You're my school mom. You're supposed to encourage me. And she said, if you're gonna try to stay around this school, middle school, we're gonna have to hold you back 1 full year. And I said, what the hell? My friends. It is what it is. Other people have control over you low key when you're a kid, and they held me back in 7th grade. So I'm not qualified. You look at all the other quants and Wall Street, you see it on Twitter, dude. I'm not qualified. So if I'm able to run it up and chase Jim Simons to 31 Bs, and I can do this all publicly, why can't you? Why can't you? You thought you've been hunted before, dude? Look, I'm literally hunting long liquidations and short liquidations. You think Wall Street's not doing this, dude? They don't want me to show this. That's why we're in a private Zoom right now, because the ops are lurking. And if you're in the public, you can't see my code. That's intentional, dude. That's intentional. You got to keep this stuff secret. You got to keep this stuff secret. When you find an edge, don't share with anybody. For some reason, people like watching me do this. Okay, so I'm going to share it with everybody. Because I've learned everything on the internet, dude. Literally, I told you the story. I bought that course for $2K. You think that was my first course I bought? No way. I buy knowledge from people. I buy books. I read books. So many books. You see all the books I've read, dude, on the book list. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly buying people's knowledge, dude. You got something I don't know? I'm an idiot if I don't buy your knowledge. I'm an idiot. If Jim Simons put out some sort of like video training or something, and I didn't buy that, I would be the idiot. I would be the fool. So I know you guys in the Zoom here are locked in. You threw 5. You threw 5 to learn a little something today. I want to make sure it's well worth that 5. And if it's not, everything I have is a 90-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. But you know my flaws, bro. I got held back in 7th grade. You can hear I speak. I'm dyslexic as a motherfucker, bro. I look at these numbers and I say them backwards. You don't have to be a math genius. Come on. We built out a bot already. We already finished one bot. And who knows? I don't know. Like, my ideas are just okay, but I test enough ideas that some of them are great. And that's the thing. You just have to like pull the ego down and be like, hey, my ideas might not be great. And I learned that lesson. You know, I told you I was so excited to launch that game. And then my teammates just were like, it's trash, bro.
I knew I was gonna make it. I just ain't know how. But I knew this world is what you make it. You create your own environment. It all starts with a vision. What you can imagine, you can create.
What you can imagine, you can create. So let's see how this goes, dude. Let's see how this goes. So I feel like I'm pretty much done with that bot here. And I just need to watch it now and see how it trades. And then obviously it's not going to print money to start, but I got to iterate. And that's why I had to learn how to code, right? I had to learn how to code because the iteration would be so costly. And I've spent probably 7 figures, dude. Probably 7 figures on developers. So like I come from a place of experience and I've had all this shitty stuff happen in my life, dude. We all have. We've all lost people, bro. I told you the story. I was my best friend, AC and KT, growing up. KT is the one who let me be part of his group. Like nobody fucked with me in those years when I moved to, because I moved from a big city. So I moved from a big city to a small city and nobody wanted to be my friend, yada, yada. Okay, but I'm in the cold rain up in the Northwest and KT sees me over there, dude. He's like, bro, you want to be my locker partner? You seem kind of cool. First person ever to embrace me in this new town I'm in. Became my best friend, bro. And I was the stinky dude too. You know, wet clothes up in the Northwest. I threw him in the locker. It stink, bro. And all he would do, he would say, bro, it's all good. My mom got me this Axe. You remember Axe body spray? Let's keep this stuff fresh. Just so kind. He could have dragged me, dude. He could have said, fuck me like everybody else did, bro. Because it fuck me like everybody else did. Nobody wanted to be my friend. Okay, but KT's like, boom, let's get it. Let's be locker partners, bro. And then I'm still a stinky guy. And he's like, oh, I'll fix that. Let's get some Axe, bro. But the reason I share this stuff is because I don't want you to lose time. I don't want you to lose time with friends and family. I want you to go ahead and spend that time. If you're going to spend time trading, make sure it's building systems, because if you build systems, then they can trade for you 24/7 and you can go live your life, right? I spend 4 hours a day and you guys say, how you have so much discipline? I don't have discipline, dude. I found the way to chase Jim Simons by myself, and I can iterate until I'm at 31 billion, until I beat him. And how long is it going to take? Might take 10 years. That's okay. I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. But I will tell you this, I'm not going to spend my fucking time looking at these charts because they don't compound. Just because it's 9:30, people going long or short right now, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Come on, B. Doesn't make sense at all. You can't get that time back, bro. You can't get that time back. Looks like these orders, I have currently 3 long orders only, which is weird. So how come sometimes there's only 3 buys and no sells? You don't get that time back, bro. You don't get that time back. We were the 3 best friends. The 3 best friends, me, AC, and KT. And of course, we ended up going to the same city for college too. People used to be like, yo, you guys literally have something that is so beautiful. You guys are such great friends and you guys always together. The 3 best friends, dude. That's hard to find. That's hard to find. We stay best friends. We're still to this day, bro. To this day. But AC called me one day. He's like, bro, call me back. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm in a trade. Fuck you. I said, I'm in a trade. Who this? I said, bro, for real, hit me back. We've all got that call, dude. We've all got that call. I don't like talking about it because it hurts, but I need you to understand why I'm so passionate about this fucking industry, dude. If you're going to be a trader, which I know you're not going to stop trading because I couldn't stop trading either. I see the vehicle. It's just we're trading the wrong way. KT's gone, dude. He's gone. I didn't even answer the fucking call, bro. I didn't even answer the fucking call because I'm so locked on trading. I'm such a good trader. I'm going to trade by hand. I'm going to spend all my time ignoring my friends and my family just to stare at these fucking charts that don't compound. You end up liquidated and you end up losing your fucking best friend. So please do this for me. Spend your time with your friends and family. Spend 4 hours a day. Okay, you can be locked on quant. You're a quant now. You're not a hand trader. You're not going to waste your life trading by hand and miss out on opportunities to be with your friends before they're gone, dude. Be with your family before they're gone. Before you're gone, dude. Why do you think I go so fucking hard every single day? Yes, we've all lost. Yes, we've all lost. But dude, I could get smoked today. This could be my last day. So I'm just trying to run it up while I'm here. Build a better life for my family, bro. Spend time with my family. Look, dude, you can literally take this bot that I just built, not mine, but you can see just an example. Place your bots on the cloud. Now, there's a ton of different VPSs. These are virtual private servers, and don't be intimidated. I know it's scary, but I just want to give you a couple places. Of course, you can get Amazon, Hetzner. It's talked about a lot. Quintabo. This allows you to run these bots in the cloud. I live on an island, so I'm not able to run my bots on the computer, nor do I want to. I can for a while, but eventually we're going to lose power. So you lose power, whatever, doesn't matter. You run them on the cloud. It's Gucci, dude. 24/7. Let's get it. Okay, I see the error now, though. So, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's reduce the position size to 40 total. I just exceeded my margin. That's why there's only 3 orders on here. But I'm so much happier too. And Kyler said that to me the other day. He joined something I had in the past, and he's like, Moon, you changed my life. I went from like being anxious and like low-key depressed, trading by hand. But when you turned me into a quant, dude, my life just got better because you're not stressing about which way the price is going to go. All you're worried about is coming up with ideas. Come up with ideas and you backtest those ideas. Remember, research, backtest, and then implement. So you spend your time, your hard work time on compounding every day. You're researching, you're backtesting, you're implementing. It just is such a better life, dude. Such a better life. And it's the only way, in my opinion, you could be a trader, a profitable trader. You could be a trader if you want to keep being a trader, but if you want to keep telling people you're a trader, like looking at them in the face and be like, yeah, I'm a trader. I'm not a gambler, I swear. I swear I'm not a gambler. Well, you are, unfortunately. So. Per side. Maybe I need to cancel these ones. Cancel all. Let me go ahead and try this again. So this iteration, dude, this would take weeks. This would take weeks if you hired somebody. So you can't do it. Can't do it by hiring people. If you wanted to hire me, it'd be 25 racks to build a bot. Okay, great. But that's your first bot. So you think that's going to work? Doubt it. Doubt your first bot works. You got to iterate, iterate, iterate. What's good, bro? What is Gucci? So order price. Per side. Yeah, so it's weird because it's still only putting in the longs now, but before we had the shorts in there as well. So cross exchange arbitrage. Let's go ahead and give her the examples here. Because I only see 3 orders and I got to get this working. I want to get this. This is my main project here for today. I want to get it working. I want to get it working. I want to get it working. A lot of people think they can't do this because they don't know how to code. Dude, we have AI now. A lot of people think that they need to be a mathematician. Do you think I'm a fucking mathematician? I say numbers backwards. I gotta say numbers backwards. You think I'm a mathematician? No, I just got ideas and I've got ambition and persistence. So she's compacting. If you have persistence, you are a trader, you have 2 options right now. You can stop trading or you can automate your trading. Trading by hand is not an option anymore. You're a quant. You're not a trader / gambler. You don't just buy and sell based off of whatever. No, dude. You're done with that. You're done with that. Your life has changed today. And you see why. Right? It's safer to have cars drive themselves. It's safer to have bots do the trading for you. Now, it's not plug and play. Hey, AI, tell me when to buy and sell or buy and sell, whatever. No, dude. It's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. But if you do follow a system like this, like you've been seeing me follow the system for 5 years, bro. 5 years, the same system. Done. I increased the cluster range from 10%. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Yeah, let's do a 20% then. I see what you're doing. So we're so far from those liquidations on hype that it wasn't putting the shorts in. Wasn't putting the shorts in, dude.
No, it's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out on the computer, and maybe it is, maybe it is. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things. And then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for.
There's nothing elaborate. And that was Jim Simons. Please Google him if you don't know him and obsess over him. Obsess over him, dude. Obsess over him because he was obsessive about this. And I know you're obsessive too. You want trading to work so bad, but trading by hand just does not work, dude. Eventually, you're going to blow up. I'm telling you this, dude. Be careful. Approach it algorithmically. It's the only way. It's the only way. And Jim Simons literally just said there's nothing crazy here. It's just you have an idea. You see if it works in the past. You tweak it. You get data that others don't have, dude. And you have data that others don't have. I'm going to drop the keys and stuff in here right now. And I'll answer every single question at the end. You have the data that others don't have because I literally launched Hyperliquid's data layer and we can see everybody's positions. We can see everybody's positions. Look at this, dude. You literally have access and you can go ahead and go to the docs if you'd like. moondev.com/docs here. And this will show you all of the data you can see on Hyperliquid with the data layer and the API key I gave you. But it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much of an edge that we here in the Zoom have. If you look at this, I see all the licks, all the liquidations, even for HIP3 stuff. So this is stocks on chain. But not only that, I see all of the market data for the HIP3 stuff. So we have access to Apple, AMD, Amazon, Coin, not just crypto stuff through Hyperliquid. This is insane. The time, it's such a great time to be alive, dude. Such a great time. I'm so excited for you and I. And really, I am just sitting up here talking to myself all day. But you found me somehow, so I believe in you. Because you're a data dog. You're a data dog. You found me somehow. So here, I want to gift you everything I got. Real-time liquidation intelligence. Let's get it. Everybody's liquidations. Boom, boom, boom. This is all stuff that's on the moondev.com/docs that you have access to with the API key. Positions near liquidation. You thought you were hunted before by Wall Street? You absolutely are correct, sir. You are correct. You are being hunted. I'm literally a kid in my bedroom hunting you. You think Wall Street doesn't have this information? They got way more. But you got this information too now. Again, Jim Simon said there's nothing crazy in this industry. It's just coming up with ideas and seeing if they work in the past. Look, you think you can come up with ideas if you have literally every single whale on Hyperliquid's address? You could copy trade them. You can liquidate them. You could do whatever you want to do. It just comes down to the idea that you come up with, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm trying to give you everything here. We got every single event that's happening on the Hyperliquid blockchain. People don't have this edge. You can't just call the Hyperliquid API and get these things. The only way to do this is with the key you have. Moondev.com/docs. This is Hyperliquid's data layer. I built it because I had to. I have to keep getting a deeper and deeper edge. And how do I get a better edge, bro? It's simple. Look at data other people aren't looking at. Okay, look, I got a little bug here. What's great about this is I can just fix it. Looks like we get a little bit of an error here. Can you go ahead and fix it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's keep going through here because I want to show you all this data that you do have access to. And you can see this is real-time order flow. Order flow? Are you kidding me? For every single symbol? Are you kidding me? Okay, what else do we have? Oh, how about every single trade of every single token? Don't you see? If you keep coming and locking in here, you're going to get this API key. And this API key gives you access to data that others don't have because you're a data dog. Remember that. I believe in you because you found me somehow. I don't know. I've just been here on YouTube showing things and now you're here. So congrats to you. You're stepping on the gas and I'm stepping on the gas too. I'll show you everything because if I show you everything I have, then maybe you're going to show me something in the future because I can't get to the ideas that you get to. I just can't. You can see people's win-loss record. Dude, there's so much data here. You can go ahead and explore it all on moondev.com/docs. You do have the API key. You do have the API key now. So are you a quant now, bro? Or are you still a hand trader? Throw a 1 in the chat if you're a quant now. Please, please, please. I hope you guys see this as a better vehicle. 1, 1. Okay, great. 1, 1, 1. Perfect, perfect. I'm glad you guys see this as a much better approach to the market. Here's all of the keys and stuff. I see a bunch of 1s flying in. So 1s mean you're a quant now. And if you don't throw a 1, I guess I haven't shown you the better way yet. I truly believe this is the only way to get your time back. And it's the only way to trade profitably because you will blow up eventually if you trade by hand, because one day you're not going to get enough sleep or you're going to have a fight with your spouse or you're not going to have enough food or you're going to be overly caffeinated or something's going to happen and you're not going to follow your rules. It's so hard to follow your rules over the next 1,000 trades. And I believe in you. I know for a fact that you're not a bad trader. It's just the Stanford professor that I watched on YouTube, because of course I didn't get into Stanford. Of course, bro. I didn't even apply because there was no shot. You think I'm going to apply to a Stanford when literally my entire life, teachers and people are saying I'm not qualified, I'm not good enough? Fuck them, dude. Let's go ahead and buy their schools. I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ, dude. I have a fire in my heart. I swear to God. I swear to God. And that's why I talk so much fucking shit on Twitter. I see these motherfucking incels talking about, oh, I'm better than you because I live in America, or I'm better than you because I'm a man, or I'm better than you because I'm a quant. Yada, yada. Fuck them too, dude. Literally. I'm trying to take every single dollar that those other quants have. Wall Street, I want to burn every single building down. It's us versus Wall Street. They want to gatekeep this stuff, and I don't want to. I want to do the opposite. Even though I leak my edge and I give you data that I shouldn't be giving you, and Wall Street's literally trying to shut my YouTube channel down. I got one more strike, I'm gone for 2 weeks. So that's why we moved to Zoom, because the ops, they don't want me to share this. So I'm gonna keep sharing it. I'm gonna keep sharing it, dude. I'm gonna keep sharing it. I already showed you that one little trick, right? The only good thing about TradingView here is that you can go ahead and get the code. So don't backtest on TradingView, but use TradingView as a way to get the code for indicators. Go here up to the top, and you can click on one of these indicators. Actually, my TradingView is cooked right now. Go ahead and refresh. Go to this indicator here, or any of them that you want, and you just go here. And, I could pick top ones, and I can literally see everybody's code. And you can take this code and then throw it in with the backtest code I gave you that's on the roadmap here. And now you have a way to literally take any idea from TradingView and turn it into an automated trading system. Of course, you want to backtest first, but I wanted to show you that. That's one of my favorite tips. So let's get it, bro. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck what they have to say. I don't care. I don't care, dude. If you're an absolute beginner with automated trading, you are a quant now. And if you're already a pro at coding, or even a quant already, there are things I can show you. I was amazed to see how many people that are much further in this game than me when it comes to coding, I've been able to help, which is awesome. And it makes sense because there's so many nuances in algorithmic trading that regular engineers don't understand, or they don't know how to do. So I just try to drop these tips while I'm actually getting things done. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you're brand new or you've been here forever, dude. Okay, now I want to build the inverse. Now I want to go ahead and build a momentum version of this, right? So we see that we're getting close to a long liquidation. Let's say if we're in 0.5%, then we go ahead and we do the inverse. So for example, if we're 0.5% away from long liquidations, then we're going to bet that the price is going to go down into those long liquidations. So what we're going to do is we're going to set those orders up so they are right above. So if we're 0.5% away, that's when we trigger. That'll be a variable. 0.5% away. Then we'll go ahead and say, okay, it's time to go. We'll put our 3 orders in above the current price by like 0.2% increments. So 3 orders, but it'll be above the price in a short because we're getting close to the long liquidation. So we're hoping for the price to pop up real quick and then fill our orders, and then we'll be in a short, and we'll close that short based off of take profit stop loss still. So this is the exact opposite, right? Now, if we're getting close to the short liquidations and we're within 0.5%, then we'll be taking a long, but we will say below 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, below the price, we're trying to get in a long. Go ahead and reiterate this to me, as I know that was different, but this will be a second version of this bot, and it will be called hypermomentum.py. I want to try the exact opposite of my idea because my ideas are trash. I don't have a huge ego when it comes to my ideas. Keyword, when it comes to my ideas. Let's get it, dude. You've got unlimited ideas here. Alpha generation and strategies. I put a ton of ideas here that you can get started with. Doesn't matter if you're brand new to this industry, dude. I don't care what the other quants say. They're just coping so hard right now. They're like, there's no way you can do this because I've been in this industry for 15 years. There's no way you can be as sick as me. But guess what, dude? We use AI that is trained on every little thing you know, buddy boy. So let's step on the gas and let's see who gets to Jim Simons first. Bang, bang. Let's get it. I shot you down. Bang, bang. You hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. I shot you down. I'm literally trying to give the sauce to everybody. That's how much I hate Wall Street, dude. I hate Wall Street so much. I hate all boys clubs. I hate people who think they're better than you because you're in a different country and they're in America. Fuck Americans. And you know where the fuck I'm from. Big head, we're coming at you, dude. We're coming at all of Wall Street. Me and my crew. If you're on the outside, fuck you too. Let's lock in every single day. I will show absolutely everything I'm building as long as you're a quant now. But if you're going to keep being a hand trader, then I can't help you. I believe in you. Doesn't matter if you're an advanced coder or you're a beginner. We are all equal, dude. We are all equal. And I was pissed off last week, dude. I was pissed off. That's why I stopped streaming, dude. I thought I was never going to come back. I post some stuff about Martin Luther King Jr., dude, who inspires me. I am literally driven by equality. And if you don't understand that yet, get the fuck out of here. People talking mad shit about MLK. Oh, I wish he didn't waste his time trying to fight for this shit. Come on, bro. Stop it. Those are the people I hate. That's the reason I'm here. Because they think, oh, just because they live in New York City, they're better than us. Or just because you've been in quant for 10 years, you're better than. Okay, let's play. Let's play. Let's play. It's a very simple game, dude. Trade your ideas. If it works, you make money. If not, you can't say shit to me. Let's get it. I believe code is a great equalizer. Yes, MLK Jr. and them, they all fought for our rights. Okay, but we're here now. We're all equal when we get behind the screen, right? I can code anything you can code. You can code anything I can code. Let's see whose ideas win. Can't tell me anything, bro. I'm going to tell everything I know to anybody who is locking in with me. If you lock in with me, I will show you every single book that has built my ideas, every single place that I get ideas from. Chat with Traders podcast is so good. There's 300 traders that are interviewed and everybody trades differently. So there's never going to be a plug and play anything, but you can just have so many ideas, dude. And that's your research, and then back test to see if they actually work. See if they actually work. If they work, let's get it. If they don't, fuck it. Who cares? If they don't work, who cares, dude? Who cares? And I know you guys probably have some questions, so I will answer those at the end. I need to do a full investigation of something too. So I'm building out this second bot, hyper momentum strategy, betting on liquidation cascades. Yes. Okay. Trigger when price gets within 0.5%, which is a variable of a big whale's liquidation price. Okay. Scenario one, close to long liquidations, prices dropping. Okay. Getting close to the long whale's liquidation within 0.5%, we bet the momentum continues down to liquidate them. Yes. Action, place 3 orders above current price, 0.2% increments. Okay, goal, small bounce fills our shorts. Then price crashes through the long licks. Manage with a stop loss, take profit. Yes. Scenario 2 is close to liquidations. Price is rising. Getting close to short whale liquidations within 0.5%. Okay. We bet the momentum continues up to liquidate them. Yes. Key difference from hyperlick is orders at whale's lick price, betting on reversal after cascade, while hypermomentum orders near current price when trigger hits, betting on continuation through the cascade. Through the cascade. Let's get it. This is it. This is it, bro. You hit it right on the head. Let's go ahead and build this up. Okay, I'm on my second bot, dude. And this, what I've built thus far today would have taken weeks if I was using Upwork to hire people. because you're going back and forth, question after question. Come on, dude, lock in. AI can build this all. This is literally the time to be alive. If you want to automate your trading, there's no excuse. You've got all of the information in the world. You've got all of my YouTube videos, dude. I have so many free YouTube videos. Unfortunately, they made me take some of them down, but you go to Moondive here, dude. Come on, stop it. There is so much fire here. All free, all free, all free, all free. Dive in. If you actually want to automate your trading, you have every single resource in the world. Yes, I know nobody else shows this stuff, but I literally show you exactly how to backtest, exactly how to build bots, exactly how to research. It's all free on YouTube. That's insane. That's insane. What a world. What a world. I love YouTube. I love YouTube for the reason that like people really do not want me to share this stuff. And I am just so passionate about fuck the all boys clubs. Fuck the they're better than us because okay, you live in America. Fuck you, dude. I don't care where you live. Our blood, we're all red blood, right? I don't see anybody here with green blood. No, dude. We're all the same. We're all equal. I don't care if you live in motherfucking Africa. And we got motherfuckers working from caves in Africa. Where's Caveman at? I haven't seen him in a minute. Probably because he's too locked. I've already showed him everything. He's stepping on the gas. He's literally in the caves of Nairobi, dude. Where the fuck is Nairobi? I don't know. But am I better than him? No way. He's better than me, if anything. Shit. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for these people that don't want me to share this stuff. I'm grateful for the people that are just scarcity led mindset. I'm grateful for that. That's our opportunity, dude. I truly believe that us together can be better than us individually. I believe 1 + 1 = 3. Maybe I'm autistic. Okay, that's fine. Fuck me too. I don't care. I'm gonna keep stepping on the gas with my vision. I have a clear vision. Jim Simons is right in front of me. He's not very far away from me. He smokes cigs. Okay, I don't smoke cigs. But I could rip cigs like he does. Who cares? What's the difference between him and I? He's addicted to the cigarettes, dude. I'm addicted to the game. I'll chase it every day. So we're done with our second bot, built hyper momentum with all these features. Beautiful. And then I need to go over my checklist here. Again, this stuff you have access to on the roadmap because anything that I know, I want you to know. I want you to know because if I teach you everything, you're going to come back to me someday and be like, Moondev, I found this fire. Here you go. I don't want your money. I want your mind. All right. So let's just go ahead and make sure to go through this checklist. This is my checklist I always go through before I let a bot live. First off, let's say switch that to account 3. So we're not on the same account. All right, it's sub accounts, but it's called account 3. You already have access to that. Then second off, let's make sure that we have our risk control into the bot. So every loop, we're checking the risk. That's the take profit stop loss if we're in position. I know we already have the strategy in there. I know we're already limit order entering. That's great. Make sure before you put in new orders that you cancel all the other orders so we don't have double orders. Make sure the decimal adjustments are correct. I think they are because you're duplicating from one that we've already tested. Make sure that there is the loop thing, the schedule thing. So it runs every 30 seconds. And if it fails because I run out of power or something, then it will kick back in. And then I think that's it. Just confirm those things. All right, let's get it. And you're probably thinking right now, dude, I can't do this because I need some juicy strategy. I did not have a strategy when I got started earlier. When I first got started, dude, I told you, I went and I learned how to code. It took me 6 months to learn how to code. You probably don't even need to learn how to code now.
Just now we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given to evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
I create my own world and you do too. And you know that, dude. You know that. Create your own world. Don't listen to what anybody has to say. I don't care if your family tells you something, dude. I don't care. Don't listen to anybody. You know what you want. Go after it every day, viciously. Because we got AI now. And you might be thinking, I can't do this because I don't have some killer strategy. And that's okay. The strategy is this. The strategy is to pick a couple hours that you will commit to every single day and just follow RBI. Research your own ideas. You should have. If you do this for a couple weeks, you'll have hundreds of ideas. Okay. We know Moondev's not going to be able to just give you a bot and plug and play. Nobody's going to do that. Let's be realistic. But I can give you my system, my strategy for finding strategies, for making sure I only run strategies that work, research, backtest, and implement. You have that. And you've got the examples, the code examples, all that. Okay, let's see what happened here. All checklist items have been confirmed. Okay. Account 3 changed to account 3. Beautiful. Cancel orders before placing new. Okay. Decimal precision. Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's on account 3 now, and I need to make sure that account 3 is guapped up. So let me make sure it's guapped up. Let me guap that ting up. Let's say transfer here. Count 3. And I will put 100 in there just so we can have even numbers. Transfer complete. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it, gang. I just built 2 weeks worth, nah, at least 2 weeks. At least. That's being very, 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 very conservative. But I just built that all today, and you watched it. It's all Claude code, dude. It's all Claude code with Moondev ideas. But your ideas are better than mine. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, dude. I'm not better than you. You're better than me. Let's get it. Your blood is just as red as mine. Let's get it. Okay, so fetching liquidations, okay. Hype long liquidations here. Hype short liquidations here, okay. So it's just waiting, right? So it's 5.4% away, and it's not going to trigger until those liquidations are getting close. And that's exactly what I wanted. So that's inverse of what I built here. So this liquidation data is accessible on the API. You have access to this now if you're in the Zoom. If you're not in the Zoom, you're an op. So why would I give you access to it? If you can't throw 5 to join the Zoom, you are literally an op. And I hope you lose all of your money. I hope I take it all, actually. So you can see hyperliquid liquidations here. You can look through the docs here and see how to get all that. Pretty simple. You saw the example here of seeing everybody's positions somewhere around here, one of these. These are top liquidations in the past, which can lead to some really cool ideas as well. Large positions near liquidation here. So you have all this data that I have that I'm building this off of, which is beautiful, because if I can give you all the data and maybe some okay ideas, then you can go ahead and make your own great ideas. You can make your own great ideas. Matter of fact, one thing I do like to do is I use this AI agent here that will just backtest for me. So you saw this process, it takes some time. It does take some time. It actually used to take me about 8 hours per backtest. But now I've got this AI agent here that will go ahead and literally backtest for me. So all I have to do is put ideas in here and it will start backtesting. You can see it's right here. It's an AI swarm. And all I have to do is put an idea in here. So like a new idea, and it'll just start going. You can see here, it's starting up with a new idea. I'm just using like old ideas, but I just want to show you the example here of how I've really just tried to use agents wherever I can. And of course, you have all this code inside the AI agent GitHub. But wherever I can, I use AI. So you can see it's going to go through and come up with the idea. So I give it like a nudge, like Markov chain regime detection plus Kalman filter, or Markov transition probability smooth with Kalman filter, or fast directional move, okay, or mean reversion. And then the AIs go ahead and they create that into a full strategy, a written out strategy, as I would write it out for myself or another developer to build. Again, I don't think this is possible to do with other developers because it takes so many shots in order to find things that work. But that's good. It's good that it's hard, because that means that you're separating yourself from the pack. I don't know, you play hoops or anything, but you just hit a step back on them real quick, you get a little separation. Or you play football, you got to push off a little bit, get a little separation, dude. You got to get separation from people. They're doing it one way, we're doing it a different way. You're a quant now, right? You threw a 1 in the chat. Throw a 1 in the chat if you're a quant. Throw a 0 in the chat if you're not. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a quant. Put a 0 in the chat if you're not. See, I think we got quants in here, bro. I think we got quants. We got ops and quants. 777. All right, cool. We're locked. We're some quants in here, dude. Don't listen to other quants that say you need like to go to Stanford or some shit like that. Fuck them. You see, I got AI agent quants too. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so I got a couple more things I want to build out here. We are live with 2 new bots. 2 bots. Okay, beautiful. I've got a couple more things I really want to look into today, but I'm going to grab some water. So let's take like a 3-minute break and let's get some water, use the restroom, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. All right, let's get it. We still locked. There's some ones in the chat. We're still locked, bro. Or 1 in the chat. Okay, we're here. We're here.
It's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very simple.
Let's get it,
This
Johnny's.
is what I believe. And I'm willing to die for it.
Yeah. Period. Okay, so watching. Okay, it is the price is changing. Perfect. So this is working. And then the grid is active. Beautiful. So I've got 2 different bots that we set up today. Both built with Claude Code. And you can see my AI agents here are back testing across NVIDIA, Tesla, Solana, BTC, ETH. You see like how hard I'm stepping on the gas every single day because of AI. So if you're not spending at least 2 hours a day using AI, you're falling behind quickly as a trader. But you're not a trader anymore. You are a quant. So come on. All the other quants, they're going to first tell you you're too dumb for this, but they're just fucking big heads. And then second, they're going to be like, oh, did you hear of Claude Code? I just figured it out last week. Bro, we've literally been using AI to code since the day it dropped. And why? Because I've been showing this live here for 5 years, and the chat is the actual alpha. Sure, I've tested a lot and I know a lot now, but the chat is full of engineers, quants that know stuff I don't know. So why was I one of the first people to vibe code? I literally created vibe coding. Not me. It was the chat. They said, bro, use ChatGPT to code. I started using ChatGPT to code. Took off. I went from junior engineer to senior engineer. Yes, there is a portion of the chat that dogs me because it's Guilfoyle. They're like, oh, you can't use AI. But 3 years later, they're all using AI. Come on, dude. We're ahead of the curve because we are doing this collectively. It's us versus Wall Street. Imagine 10 to 20, 30 people getting together every single day, chasing Jim Simons. Of course, we're going faster than everybody else. Of course, we don't miss any new shifts in tech. You know, of course, we're the first to use ChatGPT to code. Of course, we're the first to start using Cursor. Of course, we're the first to start being so bullish on Claude Code months ago, probably almost a year ago, dude. I don't even know. I don't know time anymore, but to me, time is irrelevant. I got one person in my mind, and that's Jim. It's me versus Jim. So let's get it. Let's see who's gonna get there first. I want to take you with me, dude. I want to take you with me. So I want to look into this here. This is a little bit of a. It's actually a big bit of a pivot here because we did get our 2 perps bots set up. So these are perpetual exchange bots. As you saw, I was building them on extended using Hyperliquid data. So that's like interesting, right? I'm trading on extended using data I found on Hyperliquid. That type of stuff is like, that's where your edge comes into play, right? You're testing ideas others won't do. Like most people are going to use Hyperliquid data and trade on Hyperliquid if they even have the Hyperliquid data. Most people don't have the Hyperliquid data that you have because you got the Hyperliquid data layer. You got the API key. Just as a gift for coming through. You lock in, I'm going to help you out as much as I can. I believe code is a great equalizer. I hate all boys clubs, dude. I hate people who think that they're better than somebody else. You're not better than anybody. Nobody's better than anybody. We all got blood that's red. Let's get it. Let's compete, baby. Let's compete. I grew up an athlete, dude. Of course, I'm trying to take everybody's money, dude. Of course, I'm going to compete. Of course, I'm going to be here until I fucking die. Like Will says, I surround myself with people that are ahead of me. I listen to people that are ahead of me. You got 2 options. If you're racing against me, dude, I'm either going to die or you're going to stop. So for all the ops, let's get it. Let's get it. So I don't know if you guys saw this penguin stuff over the weekend, but this went like 40x or something or 400x. I don't know, something crazy. I don't know if it's this one. We'll have to figure out which one it is here. I think it must be. Okay, so I actually had some friends here that got into this down here. So they made they turned $2,000 into $500,000 in 2 days. So you can't do that anywhere else besides crypto. So while you can trade perps, but there's also other exchanges you could trade, like on Solana. What I want to do here is investigate. I want to investigate who these early buyers were. So I want to see here. Let's go ahead and go to where do you think that's at is the question. That's the real question. So let's go ahead and try to find that file. I can see the early buyers for any token. And why do I want to see the early buyers? I want to see who's got that edge. You know? I just want to see who's got the edge, B. Copy repo path. CD up in there. Okay. Code dot. I gotta find this thing, early buyers. That's not it. And then I'm gonna add this to my, here, let's actually look at that file. I have a directory file here. Directory. Okay, Solana meme dashboard. First off, let's get that running. And where was that? Solana trending meme bot. Okay. It's probably not gonna be in there, but I want to see the early buyers. But first, let's go ahead and get this going here. This is my Solana bot because it seems like Solana has been heating up. I've been saying this for a couple weeks now, just because chat's telling me where to go, dude. It's just like, stay aware, because we built out those Solana bots and we built out a lot of Solana infrastructure. So this is a scanner that essentially allows me to see everybody's or all of the trending Solana tokens. So I'll get that going while I'm looking for early buyers here of that token, that penguin token, because if I know who the early buyers are, I have edge on everybody else because I could then follow those early buyers. Okay, so let's say Solana here, copy trader maybe, copy path, copy repo path, CD up in there, huh? Code dot, okay. Dashboard, okay. So let's see if it's here. Early buyers, Libra, early buyers. So default start date, default end date, okay. Where you put the addy at? Where you put the addy at, though? I think it's down here. It must be down here, right? Oh, you run it like that. Python early buyers. Okay, so let's try that. Copy path. So let's say T. Okay, that was a whiff. T. Python. And then early buyers of this token. So I want to see the early buyers because if I know who the early buyers are, maybe they'll know something for the next one. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so you can see it's getting all the early buyers here. So the people that bought the first day. And let's see if my Discord bot is working for this. Let's go over here and say early buyers. I don't know if it's going to work because I did have that whole change to servers. Sole early buyers here. So this is a Discord version of what you're seeing on my screen. Let's see if it works. Contract address received. Please wait a few minutes while I collect the data. So I'm a data dog and you are too. So let's get it, dude. So I'm getting all of the early buyers for this penguin because I want to do a full investigation here. And who are those early buyers? And what can I do about that? Maybe they know something I don't know. And if they do, I have a copy bot that can go ahead and rail. So let's go ahead and see. Let's get that copy bot set up here as well. So early buyers here. So this is a copy trader, perfect. Main.py here. So this is the file where I find new people to follow. All I do is put the token address in below. Oh, snap. I think I'm running the wrong file. Well, no, this one works as well, but let's go to bot.py here. Where is that? It's probably bot.py at least. It's Solana's been cooked for a while, so I haven't been using this, but if it's showing signs here, dude, it's showing signs. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm over here like trying to look through the code when I'm literally talking about AI all day, saying how sick it is. And then I'm over here like looking at code by hand. Freaking freak. Freak of the week. Freak of the week.
Yes, our slogan must be learn, baby, learn so that we can earn, baby, earn.
All right, without like doxing any keys or anything, can you tell me how the bot.py works and what file it looks at in order to copy trades? So it should be like a copy trader. And I think I run bot.py to get this running. And essentially, I want to know the file and how this works to see like which addresses it's actually following copying. Okay, and you can see the Discord bot is done too. No early buyers for this. I think I ran the wrong thing, to be honest, but let's see how the Discord one does. Okay, here we go. Okay, so these are all the early buyers here. So this guy bought 2,000 worth. It's probably worth 500K now. So these guys are kind of interesting to me. Let's go ahead and download that file. Downloads here. Let's open this file up in our noob tube. But also it's right here. So, okay, so these are all the early buyers. He bought $503 of Penguin on 116. So I just found all of the people that bought this right here. That bar. Why did I do that? Does that make sense? Can you throw a 1 in the chat if it makes sense why I'm looking for people who bought there? Just so I don't have to over explain myself. 1. Okay, you guys understand. They're informed exactly. They're informed. They, you know, some of them are lucky for sure, but this is a hell of a move. 170 or what is that? 18,000%. I would like to know what they know. I think it's a pretty good way, a good approach to find people to potentially follow. Let's open these guys up. Oh, you're not logged in? Cooked. Stupid ad, dude. Stupid ad. Let's go ahead and see what my AI says here. Only a real inside trader would have held from there, or someone who slowly sold out, or someone who managed their risk appropriately. Like this guy only put $500 in. You know? Like if that's your strategy of putting $500 in and 500 is not a lot to you, then I think that's not a bad strategy. It's like just hold that shit till it goes to the moon because you just need one win here. 19,000%. When I was building the copy bot and the sniper bot, that's how I played it. It's just like a lot of losses and, you know, 20% win rate, 10% win rate, but it would go up like 17,000%. Well, in this example. So let's go ahead and read through this real quick because this is my copy bot that we spent probably a year on. Maybe not a year, but fuck, it was a long time and it was hard. It was hard as hell. It was hard as hell to build for Solana, but we figured it all out. So everybody here should be able to access all that stuff. So, or you should be able to figure it out at least. Maybe not access all this stuff, but when you run the bot.py, it starts a copy trading bot that runs every 30 minutes. Where the wallet addresses come from? The bot gets wallet addresses from 2 sources. Okay. This returns recent transactions from wallets tracked to server side. Okay, I want you to make a new version. I want you to make a 2026 folder here and then pretty much duplicate what we have there from the current version, but put the bot.py in there with a new people to follow and say people to follow 2026. And I will populate that. You know, go ahead and put one person in there so I can see the format, but then I'll populate that with a bunch of new people to follow. Actually, we don't need to make a new folder for this because that'll mess up all the imports and stuff. Just make a bot 2026 or bot26.py And essentially, this new bot is not going to use the MoonDev API. It's going to use a new people to follow file. So it'll be people to follow 26 or some shit. And we'll follow those people. I just got a new list of people I want to follow here. And just kind of see how Solana's perking up, because I can spend a little bit of cash here and we'll see what's going on. Because I've been hearing murmurs of Solana's back, yada yada, but I haven't tested it myself. So I want to make sure to have a copy bot running. So we've already launched 2 bots today, and we're about to launch a third here, and that's gonna be fire. See, they tell me I can't do something, and then I just go do it. That's the thing. That shit fuels me, bro. I literally used to I used to hoop at a pretty high level. And I'll tell you this, dude, I played better on the road every single time, because I'd have people saying things like, put Monkey Boy in, oh, trash, you're underdog. I love being an underdog. I'm the underdata dog. I'm the underdata dog now, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. I love it. I'm here. I'm locked. I'm locked with you, dude. I'm locked every day. Come on. You could do anything. You could do anything. And let's use that hate. Let's use that hate, bro, as motivation. Because it's our time. It's nobody else's besides you and I. Let's get it. We're on the same team. Everybody else is an op. Everybody else is an op. Okay, I got to put a little bit of cash in my account too. I'm going to put 100. Also, I got to make sure that my bot does not close. Oh, fuck. Okay, how do I do this? I need to be a little slower here. I'm going to put the money in there first. Ooh, this is fun, bro. I love Solana time. I love Solana time. I swear. This is the most fun. But is it Solana time is the question I'm trying to actually answer here. I don't know if it's actually back yet. It seems like, it's hard. It's hard to tell just based off of Twitter. But, I have a friend that got in on this and I know him personally. So, I gotta investigate a little more. And if I think something is fire, I'm going to investigate it here, because Wall Street is literally pissed, and that makes me happy. They're actually not even trading on Solana, so they're way behind when it comes to that. Maybe some of them are, but maybe. Yo, I feel like the public has been here too long. Let's send them an ad. Jump in, dude. Jump in before the end. You get all the keys and everything. Replay as well. Okay, I'm sending a hundo there, but I do have one token I don't want it to sell. So I need to go ahead and make sure that she knows to not sell this token. So let me get that token address. So here, I'm just gonna go grab it real quick. Do not sell this bitch. Because I have auto sells implemented, so make sure it doesn't sell this. So this would be like a no trade symbol, essentially. Sounds like some liquidations are coming through and all those agents are done, which is fire. We got some short liquidations coming through here. We've got our copulas, our stat arb that we need to look into. Sounds like we got some big licks coming through, dude. Big licks. Big lick time. Those trades might trigger, actually. A couple of those trades done. It won't trade this. Okay. All right. So tell me the file that will run here.
I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're
Nothing.
nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
100%.
Discipline and do what you hate to do,
But do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
Mhm.
And if you can do that, you can be successful in anything.
You know, you normally are.
You normally are. Okay, so to run this, bot 26. Okay, this reads the wallet too. So what I wanted to do here is I'm gonna do this super lazily. Not lazy, a little lazy, but let's go here and say here, I'll do it this way. What's your ID, B? Why does this not show the ID? Crazy. It does, but okay, this is an interesting bot. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm heavily biasing the people who bought Penguin on the first day. And I'm saying pretty much, hey, I'm going to follow you guys from here on out. All right, so let's add all of these to the people to follow 26. You'll have to go ahead and grab that owner GMGN link and then just take off and take the actual address off of it and add it there. Let's also make the position size $2. So each buy will be $2 worth. And then also direct me to the place where we change all of the parameters like stop loss, take profit, etc. I'll extract the wallet address from those links, add them to the CSV, and update the position size. Thank you, Shorty. Licky, licky. Let me go ahead and put the stuff in the chat. I will answer all questions at the end. I just want to get this bot done as well. And then we'll jump into the questions and answers. I know some of you guys got some really good questions, and I learn a lot from your questions. So I put all the keys and stuff in the chat. We are extracting all this right now. And you can see if you are in the bootcamp, then you can use the sole early buyers here, which is pretty fire. I mean, you see, I literally give you everything that I have access to because I can't access your mind. I can't. So if I can just give you my ideas and my tools, then you can build whatever you want to build. So you can see this ran up to 74 million based off of like nothing. So that's why I'm building it into my current process right now of my copy bot. And I haven't been running the copy bot for a long time. So I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to get back in the trenches. And I'll answer that question myself. Like a lot of people are talking shit right now, like Solana's back. It's like, we'll see. I'm a data dog. I can't listen to people on Twitter. I can listen to them, but I need to go test it myself, you know? And that's the thing. I'm always going back to this, dude. Whether I'm trading on Hyperliquid, extended, wherever, I'm always going back to researching, backtesting, and implementing. So I'm always coming up with ideas. You know that. And you have all of the things I have. You have my system now. Now, it's not like a plug and play trading bot, but that's not real. That's not real. If you ever are about to download a plug and play trading bot, you're about to get liquidated. So be careful. Be careful. I would rather give you a system that can feed you for the rest of your life because you're always going to have new ideas, right? You're always going to have new ideas. So if you know how to go ahead and see if those ideas actually work, well, then boom, you have something that's way better than me just giving you a bot. So I'm excited for you, dude. And if you do have questions, put them in the chat. I'll answer every single question we have. I hope this is all making sense. I hope it's all making sense. Let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this. If you follow this system, the RBI system, do you think you could have success with this, with automated trading? Put a yes in the chat if you think so. If you now have all of these ways to find ideas, all these books, and you have a backlist of books and ideas that you can go back test, and you know that you don't want to run directly to the bot, you only test things, you test things in the past, see if they work. So I've got some pretty good ideas around liquidations. I've been testing. And now I implemented 2 bots. So yes. Okay, we got a bunch of yeses in the chat. So I'm glad that today I've been able to portray, hey, you're watching me build 3 maybe revolutionary bots. I mean, they could all fail too. But I lower my ego when it comes to ideas because I got smacked in the face as a kid, dude. I spent $17K. I spent $2K on the course, $15K on my first app. All my teammates were excited for my game to come out. They thought it was gonna be the next Temple Run, and they were like, "No, it's trash, bro." And the market told me it was trash too. So you gotta like realize that all ideas are just ideas, and if they work, they work. But if they don't, let's move on. Let's keep it moving. Some dude emailed me a long time ago. He's like, "Bro, I don't think this algo trade stuff's working for me. I've tested 10 different back tests, and I only found one that worked." And I said, bro, if I had that hit rate, I'd be a billionaire by now. Keep going. 10%, 10% hit rate. Nice, dude. That's nice. There's a reason this game is hard because it's the biggest prize in the world. Jim Simon's ramping net worth of $31 billion. You see? Sweet. So you guys did confirm, yes, that you know you can do this. You can do this, dude. I'm glad, dude. I'm excited. Why is she taking so long? Why are you taking so long, shorty? Lock in. Lock in, baby girl. Why are you taking so long, baby? Come on, lock in. Cat got your tongue. Let's get it, dude. I might just go ahead and start doing this myself because she's taking too long. So bot 26. Okay, perfect. So this is the 26. Okay. And then we got to go to people to follow CSV. Okay. People to follow CSV. People to follow CSV. It's under CSVs. People to follow 26. Okay, let's just start putting these in here. Yeah, she's just taking too long, bro. So I'm going to do this by hand. Damn, that's not going to be a good way. What's a better way I could do this? Why are you taking so long, gang? Lock in. Strip those addresses and then throw them into the CSV.
Be real, don't get involved if you ain't gonna lie for it. Take this. I don't see close to freaking Hollywood.
How else can I do this? Yeah, strip those addresses faster. Like you do it, you're going real slow, bro. I don't know if AI works like that. I don't know if you can just scold them. But if you can, I will. Because I don't see any other way. I could try to do this by hand. Okay, there we go. I guess I could do that. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, dude. People to follow. Okay. Okay, just build a script in order to take this here and grab all of the addresses and yeah, you essentially just build a script here to split all of the owner columns to just get the address and then output those into the people to follow 26. So I just need to find this path here. So this is 8JX. So this should be under raw 8J. 8JX. AJX, where are you, guy? Raw. Oh, it's because I downloaded it from the server. Not the server, but I downloaded it from so it's super simple, right? You just build some sort of script, run it, grab the owner account link, and cut off the end after address dash because that gets their actual address. Take those addresses and put it into people follow 26.csv. Damn, dude, I don't know what she was fucking doing over there, but let's get it. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Dropping the keys and stuff in the chat. Keys and stuff in the chat. I'll answer all questions here at the end. I want to get this bot live as well today. So I think this is going to be fire. Just to answer that question, are the trenches actually back or are people just talking shit? Because these are all the early buyers of Penguin. And so far, do you guys know of any other tokens that have been going crazy lately? Because that's what I'll essentially do over the next couple of weeks is I'll answer that question myself. Are the trenches back? Yes or no? We'll see. Added 117. Okay. There they are. Perfect. So we're Gucci now. And now bots 26, Python bots 26. Okay, this is my third bot of the day, by the way. It's all Claude code. I can't go this fast without her. This is insane work, dude. It used to take me weeks to build a bot. Bot 26, where are you? Copy path. Copy path here. Okay. Okay, let's say CD right here. And then T for T flow, bro. Python. Found 117 wallets. Checking wallets. What do these nans mean? Can you clarify what these nans mean? Does that mean that our thing's not working, or add more information there? So maybe my API key is wrong or something. Again, we're relaunching this from a long time ago. But that's the thing, dude. When I talk about compounding, this is compounding work, because if you're trading by hand right now, you're not compounding. You're literally just gambling each day. And if you win, you win, but you usually lose. So you just lose your time. It's stupid. It's a stupid way to use your life, dude. We've all lost friends, family members because we stare at these charts all day, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. What the hell is going on? Hmm. This is pertaining to bot26.py. I think it should be fine. Let me check the bot26 file to understand what these nans are. The NAND values are not in error. Your bot's working fine. Here's what's happening. The NAND is not for number, yes. The notes column is empty for all wallets. When pandas reads the empty cell. Oh, good. Okay, I think this is live then. So we're good then, right? Because if it's successfully checking these wallets, then we're Gucci. Can you go ahead and actually update bot26 to parallel process this? Let's have 10 threads, so it can just check them faster. So when it's checking the wallets, it'll check the wallets much faster. And then please update me here. Is it every 30 minutes this is running? So we're not like over calling, you know? And the thing that it's checking for is a new trade, right? A new type of token that is trading. Okay, I really want to get this one done. I really want to get this one done because we have two big dubs here that we've already finished today. Yes, you're good. The bot is working. Let me add parallel processing. And you got to make your systems better and better and better. That's what Jim Simon says, dude. He says you got to make your systems better and better and better because that's what everybody else is going to do. If everybody else is going to make their systems better and better and better, I got to make my systems better and better and better. Because this is a competition, dude. This is purest form of competition. The purest form of competition, dude. Let me go ahead and get this updated, and then I'm going to get into Q&A here in just a bit. Probably about 20 minutes from now, I'll answer all questions and answers. I'll give you answers to all the questions you have in the chat. Okay, what I updated, 10 parallel agents. Okay, let's get it. Perfect. Now it's going 10 at a time. You'll see Moondav using 10 agents. Okay, the bot runs every 30 minutes. Okay, checks for transactions in the last 30 minutes. Okay. What is checking for? Yes, it's looking for new trades from the wallets that you're following. Specifically, it fetches recent transactions from each wallet via Birdeye. If you're trying to trade on Solana, Birdeye is a good API. Filters to only transactions in the last 30 minutes. Identifies buys and sells. Okay, let's get it. Essentially what a smart wallet is doing. Okay, let's get it. You're good to go. So we're Gucci here. Okay, let's see here what's going on here. Not supported between none. Okay, high concentration. Okay, so this got all the trades here. And now it's going through and analyzing them with a bunch of metrics that we built in the past. If you have my vault here, you can probably go watch the entire system I built out here, but that's only if you have the vault. So I know a lot of people have been asking me over the weekend for that vault and for me to teach this stuff. Hey, throw a 1 in the chat if I could spend 10 minutes here going over a special offer I made for you guys today, and it's only for today. So throw a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to spend a little bit of time doing that. 10 minutes. And then I'll answer every single question you have. Okay, we got a bunch of ones in the chat. Okay, let me spend 10 minutes because I have successfully completed 3 bots today. And that's insane. It's been 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And I built 3 trading bots. That's insane, dude. AI is insane. All right, let's just go over this real quick and then we'll get into all the Q&A.
Think about it, bro. Just keep going. Let them find out who it was. They gonna be on you.
Let's go over this and then I'll go into the QA. Okay, moondev.com. Okay, this is just for you guys though. So what you're gonna get today. So you get the Algo Trade Camp. You may have heard of Algo Trade Camp. This is where I hold your hand step by step in the process of automating your trading. So even if you're a complete beginner and you've never coded before, I will literally hold your hand through the process with short, concise videos that you could watch at any time. So you don't have to be in a rush. It's a 6-week step-by-step boot camp. You've seen the reviews on the internet. You could go look up Algo Trade Camp on the internet right now. The reviews are for the 15-day version of this. I have expanded this to be 6 weeks. It's at least a $3,000 value, but I would have spent multiples on top of that. If the guy that I learned from, if he would have taught me this, he didn't teach me. I got inspired by him. I've told you about that, right? The realtor brought me into this place I was trying to move into, and the guy had the fucking windows open with the air conditioning on. It's like, damn, baller. He's smoking a joint, and he's got hella things going on his screen, printing out stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, I'm an algo trader. I trade $1 billion a day. And right there, I was like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do because I'm trading with leverage by hand, getting smoked. And if you could do it, you're sitting there with tank top, smoking a joint. I could do that too. Okay, sick. Inspiration. That's all I needed. So I hope to be your inspiration as well. But not just that. He was my inspiration, but I texted him. I was trying to get some ideas out of him. He wouldn't tell me shit, but he inspired me. And he showed me, like, yeah, this is a secretive industry. Nobody's going to share this. Okay, let me go learn it on YouTube. Like, learn it while I'm live on YouTube. And that's what I've been doing for 5 years. So I've got the information. I know how to do this. I know how to take a hand trader like myself that was scared to learn how to code and turn them into a fully automated trader. So while I was doing that every day, people were like, build a course, build a course. So I built a course. And now it's not just 15 days. It was 15 days, but I'm not your guru. I'm not some guy that just did something in the past and just showing you how to do it. No, I'm actively chasing Jim Simons. That's why this used to be a 15-day boot camp, but now it's 6 weeks. Because there's more and more and more that I find out, and everything I find out, I bring to you guys because I truly believe 1 + 1 = 3. So if I can do the exact opposite of what every other quant is doing, I'm going to have different results, right? Every other quant is being so secretive. They're in their little nerd box that they just won't tell anybody anything. They won't socialize with people. They won't teach anybody anything. They won't share any edge, et cetera, et cetera. That's fine. You guys do it that way. But Jim Simons tells me to do it the opposite way. He says, if everybody's doing something one way, you have to do it a different way. So I'm doing it a different way. I'm leading with love. I ask you for the 777s in the chat because that's leading with love. Good vibe. If you're in a good vibe, you can have anything in this world. If you're going to be in a scarcity mindset where like, oh, I need to hide everything, I can't tell anybody anything. Come on, bro. I'm doing it opposite. Everything I find out, I put into this boot camp here. Algo Trade Camp. It's at least a $3,000 value. But you're going to also get more than that. I want to make sure to give you everything. The AI masterclasses, I low-key created vibe coding. Low-key. There's so much I know about AI that I will show you exactly, even if you don't know how to code. I'll show you how to have AI do all of the heavy lifting for you. This is AI masterclasses. You're going to get that. That's at least $1,000 value. On top of that, you saw me just launch my copy bot today. You saw me analyze the penguin to see who the early buyers are. I teach you all of that in the copy bot course and the sniper bot course. This took me at least a year to build, and it was super, super hard. But I make it super easy for you because I believe code is a great equalizer. So even if you've never coded before, what I do is I do the hard things and then make it easier for you. No, there's no plug and play and make $1 million overnight. Of course not. You still have to build your own edge, but I make it so much easier for you. This is 5 years of work that I'm trying to get you caught up to speed on in the next 60 days, dude. It was so hard to get into this industry, and it's so hard to continually show this stuff because I get so many people pissed at me. Imagine all the other quants in Wall Street. They don't want me to leak these secrets. And I put it all here behind this gate here because I don't want my ops to know what I know. I want my friends to know what I know. And you found me somehow, some way. So I don't know. I think the universe put you here, bro. It just is what it is. There's no ads. I didn't ask you to come here. You can't. This stuff is hard. I make it easy for you. So you're going to be able to build any bot you want with Algo Trade Camp. You'll be able to use AI for all of this. You see me, I built 3 bots today. That's crazy. That would have taken me weeks, months. Hiring on Upwork, are you kidding me? This would have taken me so long, but I make it so much easier for you to understand how to build this stuff with the AI masterclasses and the Algo Trade Camp. And if you want to trade on Solana, I think it's very important to have a bag that is deep because next week it could be Solana season. The following week, it could be something else. Maybe it's Polymarket season. Nobody in the world shows you how to build Polymarket bots, but that's the 4th thing you're going to get is a whole Polymarket trading bot course. You're going to learn exactly how to automate your trading on Polymarket, which is one of the biggest, newest markets in the world because you could bet on anything. You could trade on anything. It's really, really amazing, but it's very, very hard to build for if you do not have these step-by-step videos. So not only do I show you step-by-step how to automate your trading, even if you don't know how to code in the Algo Trade Camp, but I also show you how to have AI do all the hard stuff for you, all the heavy lifting. And then on top of that, you're not going to be some quant that is limited to one exchange. No way. You could actually trade fully on-chain with the Solana Copybot and Sniperbot course. On-chain trading. And on top of that, you can trade on Polymarket. Nobody else is trading with bots on Polymarket. Let's get it, dude. Everything I figure out, I put into these courses. And you get all of them. Plus, you get unlimited private Zoom calls. So every single call that we have is private. You get to ask any questions that you have. At the end of this, I will answer every single question you have. I'll sit here all day if we have enough questions to sit here all day. Again, I believe code is a great equalizer. And I also know Jim Simon says if everybody is doing something one way, you have to do it a different way. That's why I'm here to blow up this industry. I fucking hate Wall Street. I hate all boys clubs. I hate people who think they're better than you because you live in a different place than them. It just pisses me off, dude. So when people come at me, just like that teacher came at me in 7th grade, she said, Moondive, you're not going to make it around here. I said, fuck you. Let's get it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when I'm your old ass. Like she was 60 years old, bro. Come on. She's telling a 7th grader that I can't make it. I can make it. I can do anything, dude. I can do anything. So when I get all these big head quants telling me, oh, you're not qualified. You're not 15 years. I don't care if I'm qualified, dude. I have a vision. I will attack relentlessly. And guess what? I'll make you even more pissed because I'm going to show everybody that is interested in this. I'm going to show them everything I figure out because me plus them is way, way better than anybody else. 1 + 1 = 3, dude. Stop it. And 1 + 1 + 1 = 777. So every single private Zoom you'll get access to. And then on top of that, this is the big kahuna here. You get 300 bots and backtests that are already done. And you can go ahead and learn from those and just step on the gas right now. People are literally paying $300 a month for this right now. So I built this offer knowing that a lot of you guys are already paying $300 a month. So that's $3,564 a year. So Algo Trade Camp is $3,000 value. AI Masterclass is at least $1,000. Solana Sniperbot course, dude, this took me a year to build. You think that's worth $1,500? Of course. Polymarket Trading Bot course, this opens up a whole new world. At least we're 2 Gs. The private Zooms, I'm going to be here for a long, long time, dude. So instead of spending $5 to $20 every single day, you get in for free. And then Quant Elite. You want all my code? You want all the tests I've had in the past 2-3 years? I got a team of quants that are dropping code all day long. Dude, look at this. Look at this. People out here getting liquidated and you're not even worried about it because you're a quant now. And I have all of the resources in the world. We're posting backtests every single day. Me and my team of quants, new bots, new backtests. There's no resource in the world like this. It's literally years and years of backtests and bots, and you get instant access. That's why people join Quantilete. That's why people are spending $300 a month or $3,500 a year for Quantilete. You get a full year of access to all of this, dude. And matter of fact, if you join today, I'm going to give you lifetime access. So that's just between me and you because you're deep into this today. You're here deep. I know you're super serious. So I know it says 1 year access, but I decided for today only, lifetime.
It's not we can create it. See, that's the gift we were given to evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
And a lot of you might be thinking, I'm just not qualified for this. I'm not qualified either, dude. I didn't go to Stanford. I didn't go to Harvard. I'm not a mathematician. You're as qualified as you think you are. If you truly believe that you have a strategy that works right now, or you can follow the RBI system, which a bunch of you threw the ones in the chat, I know you can follow the RBI system. I know you can find great ideas. I give you data that nobody else has. You are qualified. And like I said, if you do join today, it's not going to be 1 year access. You get lifetime access. So if I'm here for the next 5 years, you got 5 years of access. This is a $13,000 value at the 1 year price point. But I want to make this even better because I fucking hate Wall Street and I want to give everything I know to you. So as collective, we can go ahead and go chase Jim Simons. I don't need $31 billion, dude. I just need 1 billion. I just need 1 billion. So once I'm at 1 billion, all the rest, I'm just gonna keep sharing everything. I truly believe that I'm much further in my life because I've given everything I've got to you guys every single day live. And I really believe in abundance. There's plenty out there for us. But I want to make this even better. So I'm going to add some bonuses. You're going to get the MoonDev Vault. You know, it took me a year to build out that Solana bot, and you'll be able to see all the streams. This is 2 terabytes of videos. Every single stream that they made me take down off YouTube, because Wall Street's pressing them. I mean, at least that's my theory. They're all here. So you can watch every single build. And you could take this, throw it in AI, whatever you want to do with these videos, you could do it, dude. This is my MoonDev Vault. Every single stream, 2 terabytes. I pay for the hosting, don't worry. 2 terabytes, and it's only getting bigger. So you get that as a bonus if you join today. There's 45 minutes to join. You don't even know where to join yet. But I will answer every single question after I get through these bonuses. You get the MoonDev API key, so you don't have to show up every single day to get a new API key. And also, I don't think I'm going to give the API key away for much longer. I just wanted to do it for these first few days. So if you want the MoonDev API key, you get your own API key, full access to all that data you saw. But even more than that, because you get liquidation data. And if you go over to CoinGlass right now, you can go see that they charge $10,000 for what I give you. I actually give you way more. So if you go look at the API pricing here, you can see it is 12 days of data. That's laughable. And they'll charge you up to $8,300 a year for 12 days of data. It used to be 10,000. 12 days of data. But if you join today, you get my API key that has 18 months of liquidation data. So past liquidation data, and you can see why I'm so confident in these liquidation strategies is because I've tested them. I've back tested them. A lot of those back tests are in the vault. You can see all of this, dude. But they give you 12 days of data. I give you 18 months. Plus, I give you the whole hyperliquid data layer. So you have API access. You can see this. You get a full API key. It's insane. I want to make this so good. I want to make this such a good offer. So I'm going to keep stacking the bonuses. What else? You get my trading bot GitHub. So you see me uploading to these GitHubs all day. My MoonDev trading bot GitHub is so sick. It's years of work. Years of work. I just want to get you caught up to speed. I have all types of bots. There's 100+ more back tests. We got connections to Binance, Extended, Hibachi, Hyperliquid, Interactive brokers. So if you want to trade stocks, futures, whatever, Pacifica, Solana, there's so many back tests in here that you could just dive into and see the real stats. Look at all these folders. All these folders are filled with back tests, dude, including the liquidation stuff that I'm showing here today. So Stat Arb, Smart Money, RSI. So you get this GitHub, and whenever I update it, you have access to that. But not only that, I also give you my AI agents GitHub. There's 20 plus AI agents, including the AI agent that you saw today. You saw that agent, go ahead and create all those back tests. You get access to that. You get access to that. I got a swap error here, and I know exactly what that error is, but I want to explain all of this first. I'll fix that later. You also get Quant app access. You can go learn about the Quant app, but essentially it is a way to onboard you and help you trade safer. You can get a look at everybody's liquidations here, and you can buy on ticks. You could read about this Quant app. This is going to be sold for $10,000 minimum. But go to moondev.com or my YouTube here, and you can go to the playlist here and learn all about Quant app here. So it's like an hour of videos. I'll show you step by step how to use Quant app. And yeah, man, it's pretty fire. It's a pretty fire app. I would go ahead and definitely only use it if you are committed to automating your trading, because you're going to be able to see everybody's positions at all times. And that is such a hack. But also the MoonDev API key, that gives you access to it. So what you're going to get today, if you join in the next 41 minutes, and I was nice on Friday, I left this open on Friday, but I will be closing all of these carts. You will not be able to join. The only time you'll ever be able to join is right now. And maybe I'll do this again, but for 41 minutes, and then all carts are closed. You can't join this anywhere else. This is the most ultimate offer in the world. It's a $48,000 value, because you get what I wish I had. That guy was trading $1 billion a day, that total bro. All I wanted was him to mentor me. All I wanted him to teach me his ways. And he wouldn't, because it's too secretive. You get the Algo Trade Camp. You get the AI Masterclasses. You get the Solana Copybot and Cyberbot course. It's $3,997, $1,500. You get the Poly Market Trade Bot course, $1,950. Unlimited private Zooms. And you get Quant Elite for life. Again, that's just for today. If you're not going to be able to join any other time, but I'm giving you lifetime access instead of yearly access. Quant Elite alone is $3,564 a year. Then you get all of these bonuses. The MoonDev Vault, literally people have begged me for this for so long. 100+ deleted live streams, and you get the MoonDev API key, which is a $10,000 value. This is something I will sell to Wall Street, because they don't have this data either. Then you get my 2 GitHubs. The 20+ AI agents in this GitHub. It has a Swarm agent. It has RBI agent that you saw earlier today. There are so many agents in here that this was probably one of the fastest growing GitHubs in the world until I pulled it down. I had to, because I got hacked. I leaked a key or something. I don't know. And then on top of that, you get Quant app access. So you get all of this. It's a $48,000 value. And you can see that, I could go at this 2 different ways. I could make this as cheap as possible and sell it to as many people as possible, or I could go deep. I could go deep on the value. And this was so hard to learn, dude. It's so hard to learn. So you're here, able to learn it now. It's 50 G's worth of value. And let me ask you this. If all this did was help you build one profitable trading bot, would it be worth $48,000? A bot that could trade for you unemotionally for the rest of your life? Yes, it'd be worth $48,000. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you that, as I understand, like, you are really serious about this, as you found me somehow on the internet. And since you found me, dude, I want to give you a better deal. So I thought about it. Let me go ahead and take 50% off. This math isn't even right. It's more like 60% off, but 17,000 would be a good offer, 50% off. But I really want you to be able to do this. And I don't want money to be the thing that's holding you back. I know money always comes back. People are scared of spending money. But like I said, dude, I was broke as a joke, and I spent $2,000 on a course that led me to build an app that cost me 15 grand. So I have no sympathy for people that are scared to spend money on knowledge, dude. If you're scared to spend money on knowledge, like, I know you guys aren't in the Zoom. I know you aren't, but I'm talking to the public. Like, literally, people understand things that you don't understand. If you're scared to pay them money for that knowledge, you literally don't care about your time. Because what you could do right now is take what I've taught you today. I've tried to teach you a lot. Take that and go attack this industry alone. It's going to take you 5 years to catch up to me. But guess what happens in 5 years? I'm going to be on my 10th year. You're never going to catch up. By year 4 or 5, they'll never catch up. That's what Kobe always tells me. He says, you lock in from 4 to 5, boom, boom. 5 to 6, boom, boom. Take a break. Okay, you back 7 to 9, boom, boom. Keep working, keep working. By year 4 or 5, they'll never catch up. And it's exponential. Here's the thing. Exponential. Because we have the chat that is ahead of me in so many ways. They keep me going faster and faster. So I said, let's take 75% off. Okay, $8,000. And that's a fair price. Because if all this did was help you create one profitable trading bot, would it be worth $8,000? I don't know about you, but I was getting liquidated way more than $8,000. So now I don't get liquidated.
A choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's water. It wants to move and go around and stuff, you know.
You can probably see why people pay me 25 racks in order to build bots for them. They have a good strategy. They don't want to code. $25,000 to automate that strategy is a good deal. But I'm not going to charge you that. Let's take 85% off here. I got it down to $5,177. And that's a super fair price, right? Because if all this did was give you your time back and you never have to stare at those charts and be anxious and emotional, depressed, sad, happy, these sways of emotions as a trader, if all it did was remove that and give you your life back so you can spend time with your friends and family, would it be worth $5,000? Yes, of course. You're literally buying your time back. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. But I want to make it very affordable for everybody. So 96% off. It's $1,500, but it's over in 36 minutes. You got 36 minutes to jump in. And, you know, at this point, you have two options, right? You already invested 3 hours of time with me. You're clearly serious about this. Option one is just close the tab and go back to hand trading and probably lose $1,500 because you got liquidated or you took a bad emotional trade. I can hear the liquidations coming through, dude. That's the eerie thing about this. Look at that. Can you hand trade this? Can you trade this by hand? Absolutely not, because shorts got licked and then longs got licked. And this happens all day long. Shorts get licked, longs get licked. And you're losing more than $1,500. I know you're going to lose more than $1,500 if you keep trading by hand. I don't know if it'll be in 1 day, 1 minute. I don't know your size, or a few days. But at the end of the day, you will lose $1,500 if you keep trading by hand. And you know that. So you have 35 minutes and your options right now are essentially close this tab and do nothing and keep trading by hand, or make an investment in your future to get your time back and to finally become a profitable trader because you have a system you can follow, which is the RBI system. And I walk you through it step by step so you can come up with your own ideas and your own edge, and then nobody will be able to compete with you. I can't even compete with you because I can't come up with the ideas you have. So that's option one, is just like close the tab and go back to the way that's not working in trading. Or you can lock in, learn everything I know in short, concise videos, get all of my code, get all of my API keys, get the Quant app, get both of my GitHubs. Are you kidding me? All right, there's the cart, moondev.com/go. There's a 90-day money back guarantee, by the way. So option one, close the tab, never come back, and just keep trading by hand, lose more than $1,500. Option two, go to moondev.com/go, sign up before this 34 minutes is up. And you don't even have to make the decision right now. Just jump in. There's a 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Jump in, see if it's for you, which if you're a trader, you know, you probably want to automate your trading, probably want to remove emotions. And then if it's not for you, you get your money back. There's a 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. And yeah, dude, it's a lot of people have weird things with when it comes to money. Like, money's actually good. It's a tool. God gave us money so we could buy knowledge. Somebody knows something you don't know, go ahead, and buy their knowledge because that will save your time. Again, we've all lost friends. We've all lost family members. We all know that our time here on earth is limited. Are you going to spend the next 5 years trading by hand, emotionally, being stressed out, missing out on sleep? I sleep like a freaking baby, bro, because I know my bots are trading systems that work. And I've proved that out. So I don't know about you, but sleep is one of the most important things to me. And we all have disposable income. Literally. I spend so much money on things that I shouldn't spend money on. Uber Eats, like I'd be running it up. If I just stopped ordering Uber Eats for 1 month, I could pay for this and no problem, dude. I'd feel better. I'd be able to step on the gas harder. And it's only $1,500. You know that you've seen $1,500 so many times because money just continues to replenish. But the thing that sucks is when you spend money on things that don't give you any like future benefits. For example, my Uber Eats example. It's like, okay, I could have made something for 1/10 of the price and I could have actually felt better. But if I actually take that money that keeps replenishing and I invest that money in education, that's how I get ahead because I literally save time. So back to the example, when I was broke, I didn't have any money. I spent $2,000 on a course that taught me how to build apps. That led me to building an app I thought was going to be hot shit. I spent 15 grand on it. So a credit card's 17 grand now. I didn't have that money. But it taught me a skill that led me to a business model that I was able to run up millions of dollars over the next decade. But it also taught me that if I want to automate my trading, I have to do this myself because you saw me build 3 bots today. I had to iterate to get them going. And each iteration would have been hours, if not days, going back and forth with the developer. So you know the money's going to come back to you. You know you have some bad habits that if you just cleaned up a little bit, allocated a little bit of cash to investing in your future, it's only $1,500. You can change your life today. You know, I gave you a bunch of information. I gave you some things you can do. You could go ahead and try to do this by yourself, but it's just going to take more time. So the question I would ask myself, and I did when I was just a kid, do I want to go ahead and try to, you know, based off of what the guy taught me on the training, do I want to go ahead and try to figure this out myself, or do I want to know everything he knows so I can save 2-3 years of time? And mind you, I spent $2,000 on this guy's course, and he was only in the industry for like 1 or 2 years. So he had a fraction of the knowledge I have on this industry because I've been here for 5 years and it's provable. You could go watch my streams. You could see every single stream. You know, I've been working this hard, if not harder, every single day for 5 years. So I was willing to pay $2,000 for a course from some guy who's been doing it for 1-2 years. I intentionally made this price cheaper than that because I can't personally have sympathy for people that won't invest in their future and knowledge. I can't because I literally changed my life by buying a course. And literally anybody you see that's successful, I would love to meet. I don't think there's probably one of them. I don't think there's one of them that hasn't paid for knowledge to get ahead, dude. Because that's how you speed up your learning curve. You just find somebody that already knows what you want to do, and then you just go buy it. Go buy the information. Buy the step-by-step guidance. There's a community in there. There's a community of us that are all stepping on the gas, chasing Jim Simons, and you get access to that. But you only have 29 minutes. You got 29 minutes, and I'm closing all carts. You will not see this. You will not have an opportunity for this. There's a 90-day money-back guarantee. If you're on the fence, get in right now. There's 2 types of people in this world. There's people who make money and people who make excuses. I have every fucking excuse in the world not to be here right now. I'm dyslexic. I got held back in 7th grade. I'm brown. I'm not a fucking Wall Street bro. Like, come on, dude. We all have excuses. But I figured it out. I don't have a team. I'm not a mathematician. I don't have any strategies that work. Come on, bro. I gave you a system that will show you how to find strategies. And you do have 2 choices right now. It is us versus Wall Street. Me and whoever gets into this. That's my team. You could be on the other team, the Wall Street team. You could be on your own lonely team, whatever. I don't care. I'm stepping on the gas. I'm just getting started. I'm on my 5th year and I have so much energy. I am just getting started. Jim Simons ran up a net worth of $31 billion and I don't have a B. So I am embarrassed right now. So if you want to be on my team, if you want to attack Wall Street, let's get it. If not, that's fine. Go do whatever you were doing before, dude. Go keep trading by hand. Go keep getting liquidated. Go keep wasting all your time. Go put all of your energy into something that does not compound. This actually compounds. You saw me launch that Solana bot today. I built that a year and a half ago, and I was able to relaunch it here in 30 minutes. That's insane. I want you to say goodbye. I want you to say goodbye to that stressful life of hand trading. I don't want you to do that anymore. I think it's a waste of time. It's so sad because trading attracts the most ambitious, hardest working people in the world. I know you are a do-it-yourselfer. I know you're dedicated. I know you're goal-oriented. I know you're ambitious. But trading more actually leads to worse results. You can't just trade harder. It's so sad. I'm ambitious too. And you trade harder, you lose more because you're like trying to win. You're trying to win. So now you might be a hand trader, but I told you, you're a quant now.
You have to, in a business like this, just keep making things better, keep improving the system. Because other parts of it are going to wear out after a while. People will catch on to this or they'll catch on to that. So you just have to, like in any business, you just have to make things better and better and better because that's what everyone else is trying to do.
That's what everybody else is trying to do. Everybody's trying to catch up to that man right there, Jim Simons, $31 billion. Everybody's going to make their systems better and better and better. But if you're just going to be a hand trader, you're not going to be able to trade better and better and better. I'm sorry. You're going to get liquidated. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. You can't just wake up at 9:30 and say it's time to trade. But you can wake up at 9:30 and say, hey, it's time to build. So if you want to be a quant, you want to be a builder, go to moondev.com/go. I'll put the link in the chat right now. It's already there. And let's go ahead and say https moondev.com/go. That is where you join. And I'm giving lifetime access. It's not about 1 year anymore. It's lifetime access. That's just today, though. Just today. You saw the writing on the screen. That was it says 1 year, but I want to go ahead and give you lifetime access if you join in the next 25 minutes. So all you have to do is go click that link right here. Go to moondev.com/go. It will explain everything. It's all backed by a 90-day guarantee. And to make it even easier for you to join, I have 2 payments. You can make a payment plan. So instead of $1,500 right now, you could spend $797 twice, one today and one in a month. You see everything you get here. There's unlimited people that have gone through this and had massive success, just like yourself. Go read every single one of these testimonials if you have time. I mean, how much time do we have? We got 25 minutes. I'll sit here and answer every single question for the next 25 minutes. For the next 25 minutes. I'll answer every question you have. Go to moondev.com/go. Let's get it, dude. Dan says, hopefully this applies to Friday's signups. It does apply. I am retroactively making yet Fridays that, but yeah, it will apply. I mean, it will apply, but I'll let you in, Dan. Don't worry. Anybody that joined Friday or today gets the lifetime, but this is not going to be a lifetime thing every time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got 25 minutes. If you have questions, I will answer. All of the exclusive bonuses, make sure to follow the instructions on the page. Congratulations for joining, Adar. If you do get in for the next 25 minutes, you get all of the bonuses listed on the screen. Go ahead and follow the instructions on that page. We do request that you send us an email so we can get your GitHub. We need your GitHub username, and we also need your Gmail address to add you here. So while you can actually go to the public chat here and get all of your roles selected, the instructions are all on that screen, though. So it just says, I just joined, and then you're able to get your roles assigned. Put it in the public chat. And then for the other things we need from you, just shoot us an email. The email is at moon@algotradecamp.com. Nice, dude, Adar. Is this for 1 year or lifetime? It's lifetime today. I know it says 1 year. I just need to update this copy, but I'm just doing this for today. So it's 1 year. It says 1 year. You have my word that it's lifetime access. So I'll answer every single question you guys have, but when this timer hits 0, I'm actually going to queue that up right now. When this timer hits 0, this offer is gone. I'm closing all the pages. So let's go ahead here and make sure that is all queued up. So you have about 23 minutes to ask me any questions you have. If you're on the fence, just ask the questions, dude. Ask the questions. I'm here. I'm locked. We're live. I got this bug here. I got it fixed. Swap transaction. It's because of my key, I believe, but I'll get to that in a second. Let me just answer all your questions here. Let me go ahead and also get that change ready, because when this timer is over, you will not see this page again. So Moon Dash, okay, so we have this page, moondev.com/go, and there's a timer of 23 minutes until it closes. When I tell you to close the page and say, sorry, the offer is closed, when I tell you that, I want you to apply a black screen to that page, moondev.com/go, but also moondev.com/VIP, also moondev.com/MLK. All of those pages, I want you to put a black screen on it saying, sorry, you've missed the offer. You cannot join. Feel free to join one of Moondev's streams, and then link to moondev.com on it. So it'll be like a button, maybe like an emoji, sad face emoji, and it will pop up and show that those 3 pages are not available anymore. And the only thing that I have for sale after this, when I tell you to go, the only thing I'll have for sale is the $5 stream tomorrow. Okay, so I've got that teed up here. And I will send that here so we can get all those pages updated. I was nice on Friday. I let it go for the weekend, but this is war, dude. This is war. So if you have questions, let me know. Jameson, how can I cancel if you buy? If you buy, we will automatically cancel any subscription you have because you have lifetime access to everything. So that will be automated. What's the difference between this and the full experience offer? What I offered you before was just a couple of these things. So I think you got the GitHub and then you got the Vault. So it's like this has the actual boot camp that shows you step by step how to automate your trading. It has the AI masterclasses. You actually got this as well. You may have got the AI masterclasses, the AI agents GitHub, but you didn't get the lion's share of it. The Algo Trade Camp and Quant Elite. And you didn't get the trading bot GitHub. You didn't get the API. You didn't get Quant app access. So for some of you that joined, you may have seen the stream. You may have seen the couple bonuses I offered, but it's just a fraction of this. So 1,500 USD is for 1 year. It's lifetime access today, but that's not going to be forever. Jameson answered your question well, Andres. Of course, I'm not giving you strategies that are plug and play, but yeah, that mindset will definitely keep you broke. He essentially said, "Why do you sell this stuff?" I hope I explained why I sell this to you guys. Throw a 1 in the chat if you can feel the fucking fire I have in my heart against all boys clubs. So I share this stuff because I literally hate people who think they're better than somebody else because of their skin color, because of their gender, because of where the fuck they live. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're a trader, you are going to lose all of your money if you keep trading by hand. And I passionately believe that. And everybody else is going to gatekeep this. So, Andres, I get that question all the time. But like Jameson said, you're going to stay broke if you have that mindset of, oh, there's no people out here that will actually teach. Dude, I've been retired for 5+ years. This is my last project. What am I supposed to do with my life? Am I supposed to just walk the beaches of Puerto Rico for the rest of my life? Or do I want to attack a $31 billion man? and show all of my friends how to do that. So it's good skepticism, sure, but everybody says that shit, and it's just like, okay, that's fine. Like, if you don't believe that what I teach is actually helpful, please go read every single testimonial. There's over 80 testimonials. So yes, you're correct. And there's no plug and play, make $1 million overnight. But there are people out here that do lead with love and do have an abundance mindset. And I have learned so much by doing this all live and giving everything that if I stop giving everything, I'm fucking retarded. Do you get that? I'm fucking retarded if I stop giving away all of this information, because every time I give, I get so many new ideas, so many tips. Why did I crush it on Hyperliquid in 2023? Because the chat told me, yo, check out Hyperliquid. Why did I absolutely monster Solana in 2024? Because the chat was like, Moondev, check out on-chain trading. So if I give, I get. Give. And that's how I live my life. And if you don't believe that people live their life like that, I feel bad for you. You have to give more, even if it's just a smile to the old lady that hasn't been talked to in 3 weeks. You'll change her life and you'll change your day. Please, dude, please. Please give more, bro. Adar says he just joined. You've provided tremendous value, and I'm truly grateful for stumbling upon you and being introduced into quant algo train. Dude, Adar, thank you, dude. Much love to you. Dan said he got it. He says, I've been in the members. Best decision. Best decision.
Decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know.
Jameson's in there. Let's get it, dude. We got 18 minutes if you have any questions. You sent your GitHub? Okay, perfect. We'll get you all set up. Is it better to subscribe to Claude or pay the API? Definitely subscribe, dude. You'll save a lot of money. You'll save a lot of money. Greatest deal ever offered on the interwebs. My guy. Thank you, Dan. Adar's already got his roles. If you guys have any questions, I'm down to sit here for 17 minutes and answer any of them. Gonna be working hard and making this work slowly. Let's get it. Let's get it, Adar. If you guys have any questions, right now I'm here live, and in the future, if you are inside of the bootcamp, if you take me up on this, myself and my team are there for you at all times. How do I get the API key? I just threw that in the chat. Let's see if there's any other questions up here. Interesting question, John, about the consistent wallets. You know, that it worked really well back in Solana days to do what I just did today. The percentage, I don't have the percentage though. I do know that my win percentage was really low. But the wins were like epically huge. Sasha says, aren't today's normally all those early buyers and insider using like bundled Solana? In a second of creating this new wallet, so wouldn't it be interesting to observing main wallets and their movements? It's a good idea. When sending Sol to a fresh wallet, it might be indicated according to new. Yeah, I think like you're onto something there, Sasha. I just don't know the truth, and nobody does. So I just got to test the ideas I have, you know? So if you guys have questions, let me know. There's 16 minutes to get in here. And then at 16 minutes, I will leave. I will leave and close this page down. I have the prompt ready to close all pages, so you will not be able to access this anywhere else. And dude, I understand you might be in a tight situation. So what I want to do is I put these 2 payment options here. So you can split this into a payment today and then a payment next month. And then on top of that, if you go to here, if you live in the United States, you can use Klarna as well. So you can cut these even to more payments. You could take the $7.97 and cut it into like pretty much free, dude. It's pretty much free. And you also have a credit card. If you're actually going to step on the gas, I told you the story. I was a kid, dude. I was a kid with no money. So let's get it. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it, bro. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. This is the offer, and you know where to get it. It's moondev.com/go. moondev.com/go. And I will be here to answer any questions you may have. Let's just watch the timer stroll out here, and then I'm gonna get Ghost, and I'll let you know when I come back. But I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the chat. Let's see what's going on with this swap transaction here, because I do want to complete this project. Can you add a little more printouts of some of this swap transaction? Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming through, dude. I hope today was super helpful. I hope you guys learned a lot. I'm trying to be more like, I have like a list of tips and ideas I'm trying to teach while I'm actually building bots. So, it's interesting. I hope you guys are liking this new format. Could you throw one in the chat if you're cool with the new format where I'm still running towards Jim Simons, and I launched 3 bots today, but I just get a lot of demand for like giving some of these tips out throughout, and I'll just continue to do that. It's a little more work on my end, but it's worth it because I really believe that if I give you guys everything I got, you guys are going to continue to give me everything you got. And your ideas are fucking fire. So let's get it. There you go, Jameson. That was a good move. Good trade, bro. Good trade. Oh, I think I know what this is actually. I think it's a shit, I shouldn't have done that. Keep going. I think it's a Helios error. So here's the timer. We got 13 minutes. I'm gonna try to get this done in 13 minutes. Copy API key. Copy trader here. Can you go ahead and build a small script that just buys a dollar size of that one token that we're not trading and just see if it works? I did just update my Helios RPC endpoint, and I think that might have been the problem. So go ahead and just try that. And then if it works, then we know that it works. And then you could just get rid of all that debugging stuff. I think that was the problem. So I'm just going to finish this up here because I do want those 3 bots tested, but 12 minutes, and then I will send that prompt to totally close the cart so nobody can join ever again. Cap, you'll open it again. We'll see. Not today, not tomorrow. Next time I come back, maybe. We'll see. Is it going to be $1,500? Probably not. Is it going to be for lifetime? For sure not. You saw it says 1 year on here. So see if she got that done here. Swap test worked. Okay. You're good to go? Perfect. Okay, so it was just my RPC was fucked up. Okay, so we got 10 minutes here if you guys got any questions. Great experience today, learning for sure. Nice. Do you see all the onboarding forms? For Typeform? The Typeform onboarding? I look at those, yeah. I look at those to try to make the training better and better. So I ask you pretty good questions. Yeah, answer those questions with truth, dude, and it's only gonna make everything better. Are we able to see the private Zoom recordings? Really appreciate this move. Yeah. Yeah. So if you purchase the $5 offer here, there is going to be a recording. If you're inside the boot camp or if you're in this lifetime, you get all recordings. There's a page. Nice, Adar. Thank you, dude. Your guys' onboarding just helps make your experience better. And thank you. Thank you for putting your heart into that. We got more liquidations, up and down and up and down. If you think you could trade this by hand, good luck. Look at this, dude. Longs got licked, or shorts got licked, longs got licked, and now shorts are getting licked again. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy world, bro. It's tough. It's tough to trade. That's a tough game, dude. That's a tough game. Have a great day, Adar. I see you in the members area, bro. I see you in the members area, bro. So let's see how much time we have left on this. If you guys got questions, I'll be here for the next 9 minutes. And I get it. I get it, dude. Like, this is somewhat of a big investment for some people.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
Just don't waste your time. That's all. That was Steve Jobs telling you not to waste your time. Please don't waste your time. You only got one life, and it's a beautiful life, dude. Go touch some grass. Have your bots working for you. If you got strategies, don't be a dabbler, dude, because there's doers and dabblers. If you're still here and you haven't joined, let me know if you have any questions. I know you're not a dabbler. I know you're a doer, dude. 777. Good to see you, Felix. And just message me saying, can you put the API key, please? Yeah, if you joined this here, you get the API key for life, bro. So just shoot us an email. The email is moon@algotradecamp.com. Here's the whole party favors for coming today. And it has my email on there as well. So you can just shoot us an email and we'll get you all connected with the API keys. So if you join right now, you get the API key for life. You get the MoonDev Vault. You get the Trading Bot GitHub. You get the AI Agents GitHub. You get the Algo Trade Camp. This is stuff I would have paid 50 G's for. Timmy says he just joined. Nice, Timmy. I can't wait to see you inside the boot camp, bro. See what you could build here. And we're here to help you every step of the way. So if anybody else wants to join Timmy and join today, you got 7 minutes here. And I'll answer any questions for the next 7 minutes. 7 minutes of answering any questions that you do have. Would this be good for newbies? Yes, dude. I literally built it for people that are new to algorithmic trading, even if you've never coded before. Would you consider a plans upgrade page similar to Massive? I don't know what Massive is. Sorry, what are you asking? If I'll sell this for, if you're asking if I'll sell this for $49 a month, absolutely not. I will never sell this for $49. This is way too valuable for $49. It definitely gave me a little bit of advantage too, for sure. Well, actually, Jameson, I was one of those weird times. Like, how does that work? My birthday was weird time, so I was like one of the young cats anyways. So it wasn't bad for me to get held back when it came to sports because I just like got with my actual grade. I was a little early. So maybe she helped me. Maybe she helped me, really. Because shit, I gotta do 7th grade twice. And for sports, that's not a bad thing. But I was a young kid. So then I became the old kid. But yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not mad about it, dude. My journey is my journey, and I'm with it. That's the bright side about it. Instead of playing up an age, I was now playing like as the old kid. So yeah, dude, if you guys got 5 minutes, I want you to say goodbye to all of those painful days you went through, bro. Scale says he's in. Let's get it. He got in with 5 minutes left. Look at that, bro. I'm in. And we're here for you guys. Money is good, dude. Money is the thing that you use for knowledge or invest in your future, dude. I know this $1,500 is a tight time right now. I get that. So if it's tight, please do utilize what you can in order to use the payment plan or use Klarna or use a credit card. But only use a credit card if you're sincerely going to attack this industry, because I don't want to promote debt to anybody that's not a doer. If you're a doer, I told you my story. I spent 2K I didn't have, and then I spent 15K I didn't have. So I made this price intentionally. I'm 36 years old. I didn't learn how to code till I was 30, bro. I made this price cheaper than what I joined when I was 22 and broke. So literally, like, I can't have sympathy for people who do not join this right now. If you actually want to automate your trading and you don't want to take 5 years to figure all this out, I put it at a price that I could afford. Well, I couldn't afford back in the day, but I made it happen. I made it happen. So if you're really going to make it happen, I think you can come up with $1,500. The money is going to replenish. It's going to keep coming back, dude. It's going to keep coming back. Money you put out in things that actually help you move forward in life, that's always going to come back. And we all have disposable income. And we all have every excuse in the world. Let's get it, Tibby. Let's get it. We all have every excuse in the world why we can't do something, but let's get it, dude. Ryan Kelly, what's up, Rye Bear? Moondef for Prez. I know that's you. How are you, dude? Good to see you. You got 2 choices right now, dude. Go back to hand trading. Just ignore everything I taught you today. Or join and learn everything in depth, step-by-step videos. There's 3 minutes left. I'm going to hold your hand. Literally hold your hand through the process of automating your trade. Go to moondev.com/go. And it says 1 year, but for today as a special, I'm giving lifetime. 1 payment, lifetime. Never pay me anything ever again. You don't have to pay for the streams. You don't have to pay for the I Will Trade Camp. You don't have to pay for the AI Master. You get 1 payment ever. And you're part of my family forever. It's not a cost. It's an investment in your future, dude. If you are not on your 5th year of algorithmic trading, then there is stuff I can teach you and I can get you up to speed so you can be on your 5th year. That's fire, dude. That's fire. So go to moondev.com/go. Click that green button or the gray one. Either one. I tried to make payment plans because I understand times is hard. Let's get it. It's time to go. This is time to build. Everybody else is quitting, bro. Everybody else is quitting. Moon is investing in us. Invest in him. Let's get it, dude. I'm trying to get you up to speed with me as quickly as possible, because once you're up to speed with me, then I'm learning from you. So it's a really fair trade. It's a really fair trade. I know what's in the boot camp, so of course I'm biased, but you can read what 80 plus other people have said about what's in this training. And, I get it. Like, I'm over here telling you this hot shit and stuff, but who cares what I have to say? Listen to what they have to say, because they are people just like yourself that found me somehow, some way on YouTube, because I don't run ads. I'm not saying, hey, go ahead and automate your trade because I'm the hot shit ever. No, I'm just working every single day. You guys found me somehow. So you guys are the data dogs. You guys are the ones that are persistent. You are looking for a better way to trade. You have that better way to trade, and you have me showing you every single step of the way. But you have 1 minute and 36 seconds before I end this stream and I close all pages. So be quick if you want to get in, dude. If you want to get in. But we're gonna go ahead and wind down. Much love to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. 777. I'll shoot you guys an email when we have our next stream. Yeah, dude. You know, I'm finding that I actually code faster. Like big finding, Moonev. I code way faster when I don't talk. Somebody told me that the other day. I was like, let me test it out. Let me go test that out. And they're right. If I don't have to talk through my code, I don't go as slow. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll let you know when we have our next stream. But let me go ahead and get this prompt going. And I'm just gonna take down the cart right now. So I said, okay, so we have all those MoonDev pages. I'm gonna take down the cart here. And then I'm gonna cut off the stream as well. So much love to you guys. Do we access all the modules inside Discord? Exactly. So everything is inside Discord. And if you get in there, I think you already are. You just go here, scroll down. It's a little messy because Discord's messy, but directories start here. It will walk you through all of the different videos, day 1 through 15. This is the core chunk of the algo trade camp. But like I said, I'm not your guru. I'm here stepping on the gas with you. So I kept going month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. It's now 64 days. So everything is inside Discord. The directory start here section is there for us. And that's all I got for today. Much love to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you. I'll shoot you an email when we have our next live stream. Much love to you guys. Thank you. Peace.